Hello, welcome to D&D. I'm going to unmute the other people now. Huzzah! It is. I haven't unmuted them yet though because they started yelling. So we're just gonna chat for a minute. So welcome to episode 255. It's been a little bit of time. We had a nice summer vacation, and now it is time to find D&D. Okay, you are all unmuted. Congratulations.
We made it.
Slurs?
Yeah, I feel like I have to because like it might take away from better ideas that I have during the game. My favorite thing might be when Tim was just like out of nowhere, like Jango Fett's a Mandalorian, goddammit.
Yeah, none of that was audible to them, but we were discussing the various types of Mandalorian, and someone decided to say that Boba Fett wasn't raised by them, and so I had to set the record straight.
It was very funny, and it was another situation of Jason and Rob start beef for no reason.
I also was only basing it off the one clip I saw the other day of what's her name telling Boba Fett that.
And I'll just say,
Bo-Katan.
and I'll just say anything if it's controversial.
That's accurate.
Which those people
Not
I was
anything.
describing burning
You got
villages.
standards.
Mandalorians that I was describing being cool with burning down villages. Yeah, Bo-Katan, second in command of that group.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fun times.
Bo-Katan could be trusted.
Yeah, that's a great thing about them is that like I think a culture like that would have fragmentation and disagreements on what it means to be.
Oh yeah,
because it's ancient and it's spread throughout a galaxy, and you know.
And a lot of people are just adoptees anyway. Like
Exactly.
it's very common to just
it's not
bring
a-
people from different cultures in. It's a melting pot.
It's not a
Including
species, it's a
literally-
creed, as
Yep.
Jinjarin would tell you.
I will take this moment. Do we want to do last time on Pallimustus?
Last name
Yes,
on
get last time on Game Grumps.
Last time first off, it's last time on Dragon Ball Z. Get it right?
Oh, okay.
That's the
Oh,
OG.
wow. Just rip my heart right the fuck out, asshole. Thanks.
I mean,
And I'm gonna fart his heart.
Do tell us what happened.
You guys want to tell us what happened?
What are you, a cop?
Yeah, I am.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I will tell you.
I'll pull up the game log.
I'm fucking God, and I am a cop. I'm all things.
Then this fistful of Magic the Gathering cards right now. Do it.
I don't want to have to shit.
So that's fair. Okay, so last time on Pallimustus, we agreed to take the. This was another job for the library library, so we got to see our good soft boy Martin. Martin told us about how about a book that they had been researching about a mine collapse, and supposedly the mine is haunted and some other shit. I wasn't really paying
I
attention.
almost said Audrey one time.
You were
Yeah, no, he
literally yada yada yada.
I was on my phone. I was texting. I was updating my tetragram. And when I stopped updating my tetragram, they told us that we had to go to this town, ask some random old dudes about the mine, figure out how to get there, and then figure out how to exorcise all of the ghosts. So me and my boy Dalton went to the market and dropped a
Why is there still ads?
unreasonable amount of money on holy water and holy oil for coating weapons and starting holy fires. And at least my figuring of it is we're gonna tell these ghosts, hey, you can either talk out your issues with us and move on to the afterlife, or we can actively ship you there same day.
I do love the confidence.
I
What could
have
go wrong?
nothing but confidence.
What could go wrong?
There's nothing else inside of the hollow suit that is Vajri but unearned confidence. So
From the art
And your
major.
dad's love. Don't forget your parents. And
No,
your
he doesn't
siblings.
have. He doesn't have that. You,
do they love
I,
you?
as a person who's crafted his parents and family, I think I do get to say that his parents.
no,
love
she
him.
does actually have a valid say. She's helped me write a lot of the lore for the family.
So what you're saying is I asked the correct person who can tell me the true answer? Cool. Good
Yeah.
for me.
Hell yeah. So we went to the town. We got really drunk at the bar owned by the first person that we needed to talk to, very conveniently.
As you do.
We, I do believe, our boy Novell not only connected with him about the mutual loss of their wives, but also invested in the bar and is going to make this place dope as hell. We got extremely drunk off of a liquor that we only referred to as requires a con save.
Who's we?
yes.
Me. The royal we, the important we.
You know,
The best we.
That's
Other than Nintendo. But, so we then went to the flower shop owned by the other lady, the lady who was a baby when all of it happened,
oh yeah.
which was fun and interesting, but only kind of marginally useful. Then we met a racist. I don't remember very much else, both in or out of
The
character.
racist was the dude who got you drunk. I think. I mean, he was the old guy who got you drunk.
Wait, the old guy.
Did I
bar-
also solo a were-tiger last session, or was that the one before?
I missed that. Wow, I'm
He said
I'm-
some pretty racially charged things.
Yeah, dude.
I totally missed that. I'm way more in character than I thought I was. Wow. Whoops.
Yeah, he was a little racist. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people.
Yeah, no.
Everyone's a little bit racist.
Vajra is probably a little bit racist. It's just that hasn't come up yet.
Oh, the genie is a little bit racist.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, thank you for upgrading me all the way to full fucking genie from
Okay.
half elf and half genasi. That's a really that's like 3 tiers up from where I actually am.
It's an honorific then. That's good.
It definitely is. It's also kind of racist, though. It's one of those things, like saying, like saying that, what is it? Everyone from the far continent knows unarmed combat, or everyone from the southern continent's a really hard worker. Like, yeah, it sounds like a compliment, but it's still pretty fucked up. I do a lot of that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is that happens a lot in my life. Is I'm told I've done that.
Might have been a couple sessions ago now, I think.
I think you guys were going to rest in the town before you went up to the mountains.
Mm-hmm. And we were going to put flowers on the dude's wife's grave.
Yes.
I cannot believe he was a racist. I missed that.
I do think, didn't he offer to give you guys a free item if you did?
Yep, and we actively declined it because we were like, who the fuck are we? Who the fuck are we as people if we let this dude pay us for putting flowers on his wife's grave? Like, that's shitty.
It does feel like a bad person.
It's dirt.
Like something that someone in Der Stürmer would do, you know?
So we will start in the morning.
Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. I remember where we are.
Anything they want to
Mm-hmm.
before they trek up the mountain.
I think I did buy a spell gem. Let me check my thing.
I think you did that before in Greenstone, probably.
Yeah, we did all that in Greenstone, I think, before we had.
Yeah. The other thing that I will add is that Novell and I've caught the gambling bug, I guess, and I think I put it in the chat, but I was like, Cordelia learned a valuable lesson today. That gambling may be dangerous, but she can always gamble on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. In the fight,
I might be bad at just games of chance, but if it comes down to me needing money and there's a fighting arena, I will always win until such time as DM is mean to actually win.
We'll find out when that's going to be.
Well, it's just that I'm kind of an asshole because I was doing a whole lot of fuck off damage. That's just what she is built to do.
Yep.
It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, just like I'd be like, oh, I might do 44, and you're like, okay.
Take a deep breath, Jason. It's fine, Jason.
Everything's fine.
No, this means we got done fast.
I do want to point out, for no other reason than just for party edification, just because who knows if it comes up. I wanted to, because again, she's kind of like, she hits hard, yes, but there's also like a healing component to her. So I did pick up a potion of animal friendship, a giant growth, and a werewolf antidote in case, God forbid, Shane shows up and tells Jason to let someone get weird again.
No, remember Shane took that from me.
Oh, Shane took it from you. I got
Shane took it. I was a rat.
You were a were-rat.
I was a were-rat as a bird. I could finally smell. And
Randy Dan, the bird rat man.
I was so into it, and then the very next session, Shane walked up with me to a paladin and was like, "You're cured," and I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah, a paladin walked up to you and, "Oh, that looks pretty nasty," and just laid on hands you for like 5, which gets rid of diseases.
I was actively trying to get that paladin killed.
That's a really funny.
I for sure wanted that paladin to die.
Jack, that's a really funny scene. Like, oh, that looks really bad. No.
Yeah. And both Randy Dan and Garth were distraught because Garth, the wizard, wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
this was also the same session where he wouldn't let me have bird wings as an air program.
He's gotten braver as a DM, though. He's gotten braver with that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I tried to make the rule always that, do what makes you happy. So, and let that inform my decisions, because, I get that there's, ways where it's fun or interesting or artful to, do that kind of thing, but if my players are actually excited about something, I want them to get to do it. Absolutely. But, over time, as a DM, you learn, you kind of learn those things and the best ways to handle it. Definitely in my first game, I did some kind of intense things like that, so...
Yeah. You should not have ever let me build Colbert.
Well,
realistic, ethically.
That's
all right,
true for most D&D characters.
Anything you guys want to do in the morning before you go up the mountain?
eat breakfast, and go up the mountain.
Because of my people being up in the sky and shit, my love for the sun is such that I will probably do some meditating. Not for any particular math reasons. I just thought it's a cool answer to your question.
Cool.
I'll probably sit in Seiza or something like that on top of an escarpment of rock and try to take in as much sun as possible.
I imagine you invite Vajri, he sits there for 5 minutes and goes, I finished meditating, I'm bored now, and just floats off on Nimbus.
See, that's funny because I imagine that I did not invite you and you invited yourself. But
that's even better. No, I actually like that even better. Vajri's under the impression you invited him.
Vajri, you never started meditating.
No, my brain's super full of electricity, so I can meditate crazy fast. I can get it done more. I can meditate more efficiently because my brain is electrified.
You two are just sort of standing in earshot. I'm just kind of sitting in a standard pose with my eyes closed. Y'all, it's a lot easier to meditate. All that extra sound and stuff. Just, don't point that out.
Well, if you're an amateur, I suppose.
Audrey just finger gestures minor illusion, and suddenly it's like you're surrounded by a white noise machine. That should keep her busy for 5 more minutes.
At least. I access to the best of my ability the deep and direct connection to the. Again, I gotta come up with a better name because the Crucible is the town where you're from. So I might call it the Forge for now, and I attempt to kind of get a vibe check on how all the eggs are doing. I'll roll for it if you want me to.
What eggs are we doing?
I just want to see if... So Cordelia is up in the mountains near the sun, the closest she's been to the sun in a while, and she just wants to see how all the eggies are doing inside the volcano in the sky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get a vibe check.
Vibe check it out, baby. We did... What is this, Arcana, I guess? That's a 16.
They seem to be doing fine from what you can sense.
Okay. Yeah, she attempts to do, whatever the draconic version of Luke Skywalker's Jedi theme is. She tries to reach out in the Dragon Force. There's a joke there.
The Skyrim theme starts playing.
I was thinking of the song The Last Dragonborn by Dragon Force because they just straight up come out and reference locations and events from the game Skyrim in the song. They don't even bother implying because they understand the implication is for cowards.
Yeah, classic power metal move. Actually talk about what you're talking about.
Exactly. Powerful.
Alright, so I'm going to move you guys to the next map. This is going to be a little weird because a lot of these fucking buildings you're going to see don't have descriptions because this town is run down, so there's only a handful of things with descriptions.
Cool. Vermalion.
For some reason in my brain, when we enter this area, the entire art style shifts to black and white line drawings. We're just animated like Sin City for the remainder of this episode.
Oh shit! It's Steamboat Willie. He's infected the landscape.
I'm marking some of the things that you can actually travel to because I don't feel like being what is this building? And it's no description.
Yeah, no. Eventually, you went. This is kind of like the thing in Fallout where you're you walk into an area full of abandoned houses and all but 3 of them are boarded up.
Yeah.
Can you hand me this?
Look good.
Oh shit. Sense the layer of ice on the outside.
Yeah. Okay. So there's those 4 buildings. There's the the roads and stuff will have descriptions.
Not here, I.
Yeah. So you guys come across this fucking abandoned village.
I could definitely see Aurora building Cordelia, but that's not getting that much with it. But yeah, I could see her as a matter of escapism.
Oh wow. Sucks shit.
Yeah, so you guys and it's very run down. Buildings are mostly destroyed. So there's only a handful of buildings that are still intact. It's what you would consider a ghost town, probably looks like.
As we're walking up, Audrey just kind of looks over, dude. He's like, "Damn, it looks like a town actually took your advice and moved somewhere less shitty. Nice."
Can I get control over my token?
Not that big.
No.
No one does.
That's
I have control over all of you somehow.
And I would
I
like
was
to.
gonna say most of it was like everyone. Has
I've got control over everybody except for my character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's everybody.
That's awesome.
I think it's because Christian mostly has been playing in person. And it's
Yeah,
made it
yeah.
open. All right,
And
so you have
the new token's relatively new as well.
Tim, will you zoom out so Dylan can see the whole map? Okay, I guess the grid.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh man, the grid isn't aligned. That means we're all 7th level.
If I see less, it just means Novell is old and his eyesight.
It's actually, it's good that the grid is gone, and it's just the picture has a grid. Even though we're a little too big, it'll actually, it's like more of like a game board because we're not snapping.
Yeah, I got rid of the board, and the thing is we haven't had time to link up and figure out teach me how to do math correctly. So I just moved the grid because this one has it.
Yeah, it's actually perfect, just like this.
Yeah. All right. So I want to real quick. What is everyone's passive perception?
Well,
15.
What need?
passive perception.
Roger.
Massive perception.
14, but also I can't be surprised if that matters.
10 plus your number, right?
Yeah.
18.
Nice.
I have advantage on it as well.
John, what did you say your worth was?
Amazing.
What did you say yours?
I have advantage on stealth, perception,
It's just
initiative,
the thing plus
and
10.
against being charm.
Like perception, wisdom.
Because I changed this
Did you take it as a skill?
filing method, so anything that's purple.
Perception?
is
No.
advantage.
Okay, so what is
I
your
like that.
wisdom?
Yeah.
My wisdom is
Keeps me
17
from forgetting.
Okay, so plus 3,
plus 3.
so 13.
That's what I do.
Plus it's 17.
7.
Yeah, my wisdom is of course 17.
No, yeah, but 17 is a plus 3. Right, 17 is a plus 3.
17 is plus 3.
So you
yeah.
take the plus 3 and add it to 10, and that's your passive.
So your passive.
Oh,
is 13.
okay.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, yeah, it's 13.
That's the
Yark.
number that if someone rolls higher than it, you can't see them. They can sneak up on you.
All right, yeah. So it's real creepy. There's not much noise. There's not even a lot of animals. Surprisingly, it's fairly quiet.
I'm gonna pop my once a day of mage armor now before I need it.
Okay.
I know it's a bit of a long walk, but I'd like to move towards the graveyard
Okay.
over in the top left.
Yeah, for sure. You guys can
No,
definitely
that
start
makes a
making
lot
your
of
way there.
sense.
You can go do that real quick first.
Yeah, let's head that way first. I see where I can kind of see where you're going with that idea. It
I'm gonna go
seems
over there.
highly investigatable.
That was a goal you guys did have, so it's good to knock it out first.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let me hit the area with the side question check. If you hit that,
So you can hear a crooked wrought iron archway stands at the entrance of the graveyard, which is overgrown like the rest of the village. Headstones sit at odd angles. Some toppled completely. Small. What is this? Cairns?
Cairns,
Cairns.
like a mound.
Yeah, like a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
It's what you bury people under.
Rather than inscribed headstones, the marks of the graves mark the graves towards the back. If you want to roll me a perception check to try and find that grave.
Yeah, that would.
I'm
I'll give
gonna
you,
I'm gonna start using crested
Next.
vegetation to clean off the headstones so that we can see the names more.
Okay.
Distinctly said that they're using cairns instead of headstones.
For some of them towards the back, you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of them have headstones, some of them
I
don't.
see.
Yeah, it's a headstone set at odd angles. Some topple completely. Small cairns, rather than inscribed headstones, mark the graves towards the back.
I see.
While I'm looking, and I'll give you my number real quick.
We'll do it an advantage because he's cleaning off stones.
We'll do. I'm gonna lean over to Vaudry and say like, Dear boy, if
Yes.
if we do find the correct headstone or markings, please don't use a spell on it. I think I'd like to take care of this the old way.
Hey, if we find it before I clean it, or if we find it before the spell finishes cleaning it, it's all yours. I just want to make sure we.
What was your
we
perception?
take care of it properly.
My perception was a 17 plus something. But
Okay, yeah, you're able to find the stone. You also notice that a lot of the Karens all have the same date on them, and it's the same date as the collapse of the mine. You would
Okay.
remember. But yeah, it does. You do find it. You also you find the headstone of his wife, but next to it you find a headstone that is mid. Like it looks like it's like someone stopped mid chiseling, and
Okay.
there are tools to engrave the stone scattered about, and there is blood on the headstone.
Fresh
Not the-
blood?
No, old dried blood.
I'm not gonna clean. Oh, I'm sorry. You go first. No.
I'm probably what does the text read that is available to be read? Because if it's the woman's name,
It says Lorna Rosner, beloved of Lucas, forever my heart.
was Lucas the name of the guy that we? Okay,
Yes.
so someone started engraving.
No,
it.
so her gravestone
Her
is
gravestone.
fine. There's the one next to it, or the current, I guess it is. No, she has a gravestone. Yeah. The one next to it, though, is the one that's fucked up.
Okay. I'm gonna. Vajri's gonna do something in a second, but I'm gonna lean down and start cleaning off
Yeah.
the gravestone and like take out a rag and like clean.
It takes you some time, but yeah, you definitely put some elbow grease into it, get it looking nice and pretty again.
I'm not gonna touch the one that was the wife's headstone, but I am gonna clear off the one next to it and
The
try
one
to see
blood
what.
over it?
Yeah, and try. And I don't want to clear off the blood if I can avoid it. It's
Okay.
kind of evidence, but I'd like to see what it says, what the partial engraving says.
It's just like a name you don't recognize.
What's the name though?
It says
Is it
Aaron.
complete?
It says it's incomplete. It says Aaron and then an LIG.
A lightner?
And it just says LIG because it's unfinished.
I don't think I would have had a way to guess that. It's just.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what. I mean, you know the reference because I think you guys stumbled upon the Lightner that one time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you will allow me to be like stupid smart, I can roll a dice of some sort and just because sometimes it happens. You just get like I literally did, where I just go like, "You mean like a lightner?"
Yeah,
Like, she don't know what she's doing.
I mean, I don't think you even with a roll, it would be like guess at best,
Yeah, exactly.
So I make your roll for something you're not going to get a definitive answer for.
Now, would I have a better guess considering that my family history book is in fact a Lightner? It's Exaltiora.
Yeah, again, I mean, just
okay. There's just nothing for
yeah,
it.
it's literally just a partial.
How many other names could it be?
Yeah. Because it's an old tomb, who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just my opinion, but this could have easily been a conversation that happened in character. Like that even sounded like a thing that Duke would say.
It's pretty much.
Yeah,
James, could there really?
yeah. Like totally be.
I guess like
Dalton would mention to Harriet one more time about the analyze blood spell. It's like prime time. This would be a good one.
You want to analyze blood? You said.
No, it's a spell that I was telling Harriet about a while back.
Yeah. It's blood. What's that stuff?
And Vajri just kind of looks over.
Vajri,
like,
sorry, not Harriet. Vajri.
It's a repeating first letter. I get it.
Yeah.
But he turns to you. He turns to Dalton. He's like, yeah, I know. When I can figure it out, I will be doing it.
It's niche, but it comes in handy. I understand.
Yeah. No, Listen, again, I did not realize how much blood analysis would come up in this line of work. I thought I was going to be doing fucking travel writing.
So what are we doing? The gravestones are cleared and cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
I lean up and I, Dalton, Duke, could you help me up, please?
Yeah.
Cordelia,
Okay.
could you help Dalton help him up?
Come on, cuz, let's get up.
Thank you both.
You gotta thank me for doing something I'm good at.
And I lay the flowers on the grave, and
as you lay the flowers on the grave, we make sure there's a gust of wind, and you hear a soft, contented sigh on the wind, and everyone gains 10 temporary hit points.
Woo,
oh, damn.
You have put a soul to rest.
Nice.
Yay.
You guys did a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you guys have completed Lucas's favor. You tell him you did it. You will be forever grateful. Even though he's racist.
Maybe I can talk him out of his racism.
I mean, you would have a good shot. I would give you advantage talking about it.
You will want Fodry to not be in the building when you attempt this.
Whoever put Rob just put a giant check mark on.
Yep, I'm helping. Help it. Solve the graveyard.
Fixed.
Kid.
Go home now.
No.
The meat in this place smells terrible.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's all dead, dude.
There's probably not much meat left.
He just goes on second thought.
It's been what do they say? Almost 100 years. Like it's been like a whole life.
Yeah, no, this place was dead as fuck.
He sort of flip-flaps over and lands on my shoulder.
Little wing, I've had jerky that tastes or smells better than this.
He famously don't like jerky. He like fresh meat.
Yeah, it's too dry, of course. It's for caravaneers and people in the desert. I like a fresh cut of meat.
But, like, Tacitus wasn't, like, digging up graves and eating corpses, was. Tacitus, you weren't doing that, were you, dude?
No!
There was no need.
You're okay.
The sky whales were plenty. I never needed to kill. I never needed...
No, I meant, like, right now. Like, were you just digging up a grave to eat a corpse before? Because, like, you need to put that back.
Just got a little bone in his mouth. Just like...
I can see the finger. I can see the finger bone sticking out of your mouth, dude.
Drop it.
Put
Put
that
it
back.
back in the grave. Shoot the whole thing up back in the grave and bury it right.
He drops it and sort of laps off.
You're all going to regret it when I get big again.
Y'all ain't gonna regret nothing.
No, by the time that
It's
happens,
okay. When you're big again, you'll be able to go snatch up any prey you want. Fresh meat.
Oh, he's incredible, but
You won't have to pilfer graveyards, will you?
a lot of things, buddy.
if you kill him, he's just gonna go back to the command zone.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's the command zone.
But yeah, I don't have any idea what she's talking about. Sometimes I just
All right. So what are we doing now?
roll with it.
So there are, if you look on the top, there are the 2 roads that go left and right. There are the 3 buildings and that weird thing.
Let's check out the shitty tree and the longhouse would be what I'd say. Because they're like right by each other. That'll be quick and easy to knock out.
You mean these 2?
Yeah, the tree and the big house above
The
it.
big house. All right.
Big house.
Where are we going first? Big house.
I think tree because it's outside. This isn't going to be one of those Elden Ring trees where it's got a bunch of corpses hanging from it, right?
So we're going to the tree.
Yeah.
Here.
Sure.
Yeah.
A bare tree stands on the lawn on the front of a rundown mansion. On the west side of the tree is a knot that's about 5 feet above the ground, filled with dead leaves, empty nutshells, and a glint of something.
This place give me the heebies and also the jeebies.
Yeah, no, this is. I think this is why we generally try to burn down haunted houses. Did we need to get anything from in here before we go to the mine? Was there? Was it Martin? Is that how it's pronounced? Ask for anything from you?
Never burned down a haunted house, Vaudry. Then the haunting is just in a place with no distinct location. People just can walk right into it.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of people, people might be dumb, but a lot of people have the common sense to not walk into, the burnt, smoldering remains of a house. And the ones who do, I don't know if you believe in the theory of evolution. I know that there's a lot of people who are like, no, the gods made us exactly as we are now, yada fucking yada, but, it feels like natural selection.
Listen, if you don't
Romance.
know what you're doing, just stay away. That's the rule.
I feel really bad about this in advance. I'm worried.
I also kind of want to roll like a 50-50 on whether my people
Oh,
creation.
hey, I fucked up. I got the bad number.
Rob, you don't see nothing.
Good.
Rob
Okay.
doesn't see anything. You're still focused on this tree.
I'm focused on the sound of my own voice and continuing my conversation because.
Well, what else is new?
Exactly. Anyone else like to take a turn? Because I don't want to hog.
So were we expecting the tree further, or are we going into the house? What are we doing?
I am going to touch the tree, so I guess investigation is kind of
Roll me an investigation.
do it. Oh, well.
Did you also get the bad number?
I did.
It's a tree.
Wait, hold on. Do I have inspo? Yeah, because I got a crit, so I have inspo.
Inspo.
Woo! Let's go, baby. Hold on. I rolled a 7.
That's much better than that. That's 7 times better than
My
that.
investigation is +3 though, so a 10.
10.
Flat.
I will give this to you because you spoke to the man. You remember something that Lucas spoke of, and he talked about a locket. And when you catch the glint of something shiny in there, you reach in and you find a thumb-sized platinum oval pendant threaded with a thin chain inscribed with it "For Lorna Forever" in a careful script. The it is worth about 20 gold.
Okay. A platinum locket.
As Vaudry's saying that walking into the house is a bad idea, all that about evolution, I'm just gonna be walking in to the house.
We go to them next?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to roll a 50-50 on whether my people are creationists or not. It's funny.
Go for it.
All right, 10 or lower, we are. Okay, we're not. We believe in something else. I guess we're evolutionists. I don't know.
Those aren't. Anyway, we don't have to get into that.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to the house.
That's the way we take it to the house.
Yeah,
That's the way we wash our face.
Wash our face, wash our face. Gale Rider, slip.
What's the other map? Oof. This house has a map.
Oh boy.
Some of you control.
Oh no. It's a giant's house. We're tiny.
We're so smart.
What are you doing in my house, you cunt?
What are you doing in my house?
Honestly, this is actually more precise of what it's like for a character to be standing in a 5-foot square.
I cannot move my character again.
Yeah, because he copied the one that didn't have your control.
When I copied it, it didn't have the control. I'm sorry.
You copied
Okay.
the wrong.
I'm just
trying to
letting
make
homie
it-
know so I can move my character.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to make everyone the right size.
Hey. There we go.
Ours.
Make Boone bigger.
No, don't make them bigger. Honestly, it'll just fuck up the next time you have to copy paste those. Although I guess you could grab from the other one. To be fair.
All right. Well, then
I think we're
everyone's
fine.
tiny.
I think we're fine.
Everyone's tiny because
What?
Tim said he wants to be.
Well, like I said, this is actually more accurate.
Yeah,
Or was
that's
like
fine.
a
Humans
5 foot
aren't a
square,
five. Human beings aren't a 5-foot cube.
yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah,
This is,
have some respect.
this is how Rob experiences.
I mean, yeah, my bad for just like backseat DMing. I just figured, don't waste the effort, you know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's totally fine.
I was gonna say I just thought about like the time I had to drive Tim's wheelchair, and I just I am swathed in wheelchair. I am drowning in mobility aid when I sit in that.
Oh,
thing.
here, I will do this too. Tim, I'm gonna post something in the Discord if you want to. Put it on
Yes, I will.
There's an image of this and the tree, and I didn't realize. Yeah, you guys get to
For
see
us?
what the house,
Gosh.
what the mansion, and the tree look like.
Also,
If Discord will.
Big
Oh, he's
sword.
I love my son. Trevor, I love you.
Trouble.
I found it.
Trouble the cat. And
What a nice little guy.
I hate
Come on,
these neighbors.
come on, computer. Be better.
That's not how you say
Computer,
it.
be better.
30
Well,
slurs.
thank
not
you
that I
for the
only
alert,
paid for it.
Heartless Halo. Good to see you. Friend of the channel, who also runs
Heck
D&D and does
Ah,
Dead by
that's
Daylight
sick.
things. Ooh, and we get to see the house too. Bonus. All right. There it is.
Yeah,
coming
let's
at
see.
ya.
Let's go.
No, that's a whole vibe.
That
I guess-
is. That is a lot Elden Ringvalier than I expected. it
Yeah,
to
so that
be.
is the mansion and the house. You guys just this is gives you an idea of what the town looks like more. It's patchy, a lot of gross things, and moss and cobweb,
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff. The earth is taking that. The town has been abandoned for about 100 years, so you can
Nature's
imagine.
healing.
All right, let me see where.
I look to Vadri now that we're inside, and I go, see, it ain't so bad.
Yeah.
No, it definitely kind of sucks, dude.
All right, so you guys are in the front area, right? Here, let me read this.
Man, this place makes my brain itch, y'all.
Dust covers everything in the wide hallway. Moth cloaks hang from the hooks of the left-hand wall. To the left and to the right, hallways branch off into gloom. The head stairway leads up to the second floor, and the door stands beneath the stairs, seemingly leading to the backyard. There's dim light that filters through the windows, and it's the only light within the house.
I would like to just quick crossover DM flag on the play. Boone, moths seem to be watching you, and you know exactly why.
He's just kind of going.
Thank you, Jason.
Absolutely. All right, so where are we going, folks? There's a lot of options. There's 3-4 options. I guess there's 5 options because there's one that leads outside, supposedly.
Rob was gonna vote left door just because left door usually best door.
Yeah.
Is in our strategy.
That's what. If we ever get a group tattoo, it's got to say always go left.
Yeah.
When in doubt, go left.
I mean, it's this. The principle is very sound. It's just, you know, any amount of complexity can be solved by always turning the same direction, because you'll eventually hit every turn.
Exactly. That's why we always go left. Because you'll get there eventually.
Well, in like a labyrinthine situation.
All right, so we're going left. is
I gotta
what
get them
I'm
closer to
hearing.
me too. Unless someone else has a compelling argument as to what we ought to do, I would suggest it.
I would like to have Tacitus roll a smell.
Okay.
Roll a stink.
Yeah,
Do
just,
it.
just roll a stink check and see if he has any direction that he wants to go. What is this? I guess
Perception.
I guess it's just a perception. Oh.
Roll to reek.
Roll to smell.
Shit hard. Often.
Let's see. Does he have?
You're thinking too hard about this.
I don't think he
promise you
has.
like it.
I do love the visual. It's almost like we're sitting at a long table where Tim and Dylan are the heads of the table. Me and John are on one, and Rob and Junior on the other. Not that the chat can see this, or even Tim, or Jack, but yeah, it's like.
I think he has to roll flat because he doesn't actually have skills, which means it's an 18.
19. It smelled gross.
Mm.
It smelled real bad.
Is there any?
There's no good smells, any indistinct smells. It's
Just bad.
It's just
It's
bad.
just mold.
It's a place that people have been dead for a long time.
It's got that mildew smell.
Alright, well, if we're going left, I'm going to reveal this. And no one
What
has
Dalton
anything.
hasn't
Go.
said or made clear is like as we walk through, and he says that this place isn't so bad. He's just not breathing.
Yeah.
It don't smell so bad here.
It don't smell no bad.
That's funny. Okay. Well, down yonder hallway.
On the hallway. So yeah, it reveals two doors. Here, because you guys are standing in the doorway, I'll reveal.
I looked at Dalton and said, "Cuz you want to go north, I go south." I'm gonna
Works
take
for me.
Dummy.
So north and south we're going?
Me and Dummy are gonna go south.
Alright. I will just reveal that whole part of the room.
Woo!
The area then. Alright, so we'll start with the bottom one, which is this is the assembly room. Chairs are arranged in staggering rows with their backs to the door, facing a podium in the southwest corner. A sideboard sits on the left side of the room. A bookcase stands on the right of the doorway, filled with tomes and knickknacks. A cold brick fireplace occupies the southwest corner. There's some writing on the board.
What writing on board say?
It says there's like a list that says buddy systems, and it says underneath that it has a check, and then it says armed citizens, and then it has a check. And then underneath of it says smaller weapons did not help.
Okay.
Oh, that's probably bad.
Y'all, it kind of sounds like maybe we have the last record of these people's failures, maybe?
I don't think. Maybe they didn't move.
If you want to roll an investigation, I could maybe give you a point.
Oh boy.
Number,
Go! My favorite number is number.
dirt,
Activate
twin.
numbers.
You find a scroll of removed curse. Also, make me a perception check.
Okay, that's gonna be an 18.
You hear whispering. Just you can't tell. It sounds like it's like almost outside, but you can't quite tell where it's coming from. Yeah, there's whisperings and stuff. All right, so we'll cut up to Christian in the top area. What room is that? That's each.
I just kind of like walk into the center of the room, but I'm on the ceiling, just kind of looking around.
A round table with 4 chairs standing in the center of this room. Windows look out to the backyard. A fireplace is in the corner, filled with a broken masonry. A framed portrait hangs on the right-hand wall. If you look at the portrait, it says Mayor Lei Duvizin, and it's a dark-skinned woman dressed in a cream-colored frock with pale green cravat at her throat. Cravat. Yes, I can't.
Kravitz.
I have dyslexia. It's fine.
Wait,
It's all
why
good,
do I?
though.
This is green beans for 920.
Her dark hair is pulled into intricate twists, and she wears
I don't know. Why do you?
delicate platinum diamond earrings. Her hands are folded in her lap. One finger bears a heavy platinum signet ring, inscribed with a snowdrop blossom. So this is you kind of get the feeling that maybe this is the mayor's house.
Yeah.
The mayor?
The mayor, and this is the mayor. Christian now knows what the mayor looks
Hey, it's a Burgermeister's house.
like. Yeah, kind of.
Can I do that for like literal for like lore? Can I know like do we have Burgermeisters where I'm from just for fun?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's just
Roll a
see.
history check.
Once again, it devolves into a convo about hamburgers.
It sure does, bud.
Damn.
Sure does.
Hamburger.
Damn.
It's 7, so maybe
Burger.
we don't
I mean, we live in the hamburger empire. Of course it comes up all the time.
You guys really had a much more informal.
Why does
kind of thing.
hamburger not have ham?
You have kind of like I imagine you guys are more like tribe based almost.
Yeah,
So you have elders, but you don't really have like a mayor.
chieftains,
Yeah.
elders, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Commissar is probably a role that we. We're Sky Communists.
Hamburger has no ham because bacon on it is better.
Oh shit. You can't hear it,
also-
but I'm snapping for you right now. That was
Also, June, you also find the bookshelf with your what do you say, 19 perception, right?
Say again?
You get a 19 perception,
Yes.
or you actually get a really good investigation too. So you also find a bookshelf that holds old and worn books, a small framed watercolor painting of the mountain range that's worth 2 gold, and a chunk of raw platinum from the ore of the. You assume it's the ore from the mine. It's worth 25 gold.
Nice.
Okay.
But it's a very raw piece of what you would imagine came out of the platinum mine.
I just wanted to play some of the Dune Deep speech where he's like, I just like that anytime anyone
Do
refers
you
to me.
speak deep speech?
I do, actually.
Oh.
I'm
well,
actually listening to
there you
Alice
go
in
then.
Chains because
Go
we're in
off,
like a
Queen.
rundown building. Feels right.
Yeah, so you guys have explored those 2 rooms. What are we doing now?
Whoever controls the spice controls the dolls.
Okay.
Controls the jet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I identify. I'm a doll.
Okay. You're allowed.
So what are
Rob,
you doing?
sound a little less annoying about it.
I feel like going back, if we haven't found anything like truly, like no secret passages or anything neat like that, like nothing that's really threatening to us or engaging us, it would only make sense to return to here and potentially. You said there's a back door this way.
Yeah, there's a back door that seems to lead out to the outside, to the backyard.
And are these paintings?
Or what paintings?
These I'm pinging them. Are these paintings or windows?
I feel
Oh, you're
like
talking about in the
they're probably
walls.
windows.
they're windows.
Okay, all right, just to make sure, because like if it was a painting, we hadn't looked at that one yet, but that's okay.
No. They're all around the house. Like it's like that in the other rooms too. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure not all the rooms have paintings, so
Makes sense. Makes sense.
they're windows.
Who's that guy?
Is there anything on this back wall here? I think you mentioned a back door.
Yeah, it leads out to the backyard.
Is there? It looks like there might be another like, what would you call it? Like an entrance room or like a foyer, some shit. Oh, that's a stairway. Okay.
Well, yeah, this right here is a stairway. It goes
I
up
see.
to
That makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah. So
Okay.
the door is under the stairs.
Okay, never mind. That's less mysterious then.
There are
I
two
guess-
other.
Instead of going upstairs just yet, do you guys want to continue to explore the downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
I kind of want to be methodical about this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out what's in the lower right room here.
That seems like a good idea.
All right. That is. The parlor is empty except for 4 windback chairs situated along the far-hand walls. A desk is the single right-hand corner besides the window. A fireplace dominates the southeast corner. John, roll me a perception check.
Fuck that. Nope.
You don't see nothing?
Did you roll a crit? Because that means you have inspiration.
Uh,
If last time you did that.
yeah, I think I will use an inspiration
Hell
As long
yeah.
as you crit again.
because I just rolled.
Roll again, baby.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like dice rollers online. They almost never. I mean, no, I know it's supposed to be fucking random or whatever, but man.
They've been doing good
You've
for me in
seen-
Star Wars,
You've
so
seen
I
in
don't know.
Shane's campaign, I fucking rip on that,
Oh,
but
That is true. That's the only one I fucking like.
Hey, if you're good enough to have luck, you can do it on a machine.
Yep.
Otherwise, what's the
I
point
like
of
that.
having luck, right?
that's it. That's it.
Alright.
Figure it out.
John, you don't fucking hear anything.
It's like
Every
what?
time I go
Just
to the
because this polyurethane was created in a factory somewhere, it's not magic either.
What just happened?
Don't piss off the dice gods, Tim.
I'm with the dice gods. They would agree with me. Have your luck. Don't make excuses.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So that room it was pretty boring. It's pretty empty. There's one room left on this floor, and then there's the upstairs.
Can I roll? You just said you don't. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, because you rolled pretty poorly on your perception check.
Unclog your ears and try again.
Roll insight. Will that do anything?
Not really.
You can tell if the room is lying or not.
Yeah. Insight is kind of there to see what
That-
someone's intentions
That's
are.
reading people more than
Yeah.
Hold your nose slow.
Rooms.
Try again.
Yeah.
Do we want to check upstairs or this last room?
Let's go in the room.
Who wants to check the last room?
I'll
I'll
take a
check.
peek.
All right.
Okay. He's the better bet for that than I am.
Okay.
This room holds a rectangular table with 8 chairs. A sideboard sits against the far wall with a dusty ceramic serving dishes and bowls atop it, and fireplaces in the far corner.
Wait.
Man, this
what
place-
sits on the far wall?
A fireplace.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I mean, there's no
I
sense
see.
eating or it's on a mountain.
It's
It's
a
got a lot of
room. What does a 14 perception get me?
It's a room. It's pretty gross in here. Let's see. You kind of get the vibe that it's for family meals, dinner parties. There's a lot of ceramic plates and bowls, and teacups with saucers.
Yes, don't
Or-
go in there. It's especially ripe. Rotten food smells.
I really want to choose my words carefully and my moment carefully, but I want to kind of at Novell at some point because this house is like old and grumpy looking and just like, damn, it smells like it smells like Updog in here.
It does smell rather atrocious, yes.
Damn it!
All right, so we're going.
Smells like my dad in here.
There was just a pregnant pause. I was like, God, he's gonna fucking say it. He's gonna fucking say it, isn't he?
Hard to get a bard on wordplay.
My dear Cordelia, I was telling Updog jokes before you were born.
Yeah.
Probably not wrong.
Guess gotta be careful with that. That's an antique.
Okay, so we're going upstairs.
After like a 10-minute break, Dalton's like, all right, what's up, dog?
It reminds me of my days visiting D's.
D's what?
D's.
Oh yeah!
You didn't.
No!
How would that even be a natural response?
Eh.
I'm so hungry.
My Uncle D's.
Fucking
D's epilogue?
Nailed her to the
Yeah, just
Calling it down. That's my favorite.
just beautiful. Fucking Tacitus like flippy flaps up to you and like sticks a claw out like fucking got her. Good God, scrub.
But nobody answered my question. What is this Updog?
I
we're
don't
talking
know,
about?
but if it smells like that in here, Updog must be pretty disgusting.
Some type of
I think it's.
monster.
I think it's some weird like sky person way to describe dog puke.
Oh yes. Well, if they're in the sky, the dogs must be up, right?
Oh
No,
shit,
Updog-
you might be on something.
I think we got it in one. I think that's what Updog is.
Are we
Sure
Updog is
enough.
dog.
Are we good with northeast and
Yeah,
southeast?
We are content with all the rooms
Okay.
on the first floor. I do declare.
I did reveal a little bit of if you go up a little bit.
Yeah, there's a second set of steppies. Big steppies.
It's true.
Big stepper.
That track fucking rules.
Big
That's the
Yeah,
nickname of my son these days because he always jumps out the bunk bed when I get home. So I hear boom boom. I'm like, that's my big stepper.
I'm gonna reveal this.
Get it how you live it. 10 toes down, don't stand on business at all.
Yeah, that song is just like a South Asian doing every AAV slang that I've heard of, and it's on my. He's standing on business.
You being good boys?
Yeah.
Mitchell came over to Lady in Trouble. Trouble was unsure about it.
They seem to have resolved their differences for the time being.
I'm so glad.
Also, chat, you can't hear this, but I've been quietly playing Silent Hill music in the background this entire time.
It is a time of unstable peace.
Oh wait, I forgot to actually pull up the chat. Where is the?
It's a time of unstable piss.
My
Ah,
voice
there
is
we go.
always unstable. It's true.
There's no Caleb this week. That podcast.
No.
Damn it, that
Yeah, it's
Not
just
currently.
actors.
We just
I
had a
feel-
pop in from our friend Heartless.
Oh hell yeah! Heartless.
I know we got another lurker. Shout out to my baby. She's out there.
We got
I
a few.
saw Pierce.
We got a number of people. We got a few people watching. I'm not sure who,
Wonderful.
but whoever you are, thank you. Good for you.
Personally sorry. I'm not liable for anything. But I'm personally sorry.
One of them's us. One of them's Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Hello.
So I unlocked some area on the second floor. If you guys want.
Let's see.
Huzzah.
Move it on. What is happening? I'm gonna have to refresh. Yeah, if you guys go up further.
It's up in the far corner.
Yeah, go to the top. More top.
Yeah.
There you go.
Zoom out if necessary.
Where's our old man? I got our old man.
Jason,
Thank you.
also, if you ever hold shift and ping a location, it snaps everyone's views to that spot. Just
Was
FYI.
it shift and what? Shift and
Hold
what?
shift and then do the ping, which is hold left click, like the way you would mark something. But if you hold shift while you do it, as I think it's just as the DM, it locks it like pulls the camera of everyone.
Like this?
Yeah, there you go. You did it.
I've made a mistake. I am lost in the fog of war, and I need you to rescue me.
You'll be fine.
You can see my token, and I cannot. Please help. I'm begging
Hold
you.
on, I gotta find you.
I know. I fucked up.
I
really
think-
bad.
Rob, if you ever get in a situation like that again, I think you can also just hit Control Z and it'll pop you back.
Are you?
I'm really afraid.
Tim, that only works if you click on the layer generally. Like, I've
Well-
tried to do this when I was DMing for y'all, and it fucking ruined
Where
shit.
are
Well,
you?
we're players. We're only accessible
I would
to
so
one
wanna
layer.
be-
Just hit Control Z a bunch of times, Jason. Until he reappears back at the bottom of the stairs, just hit undo.
Well, I didn't move him. He moved him.
I mean, unless Rob can do it. I don't know if the I thought the DM might be able to, but there you go. There you are.
There we go.
Okay, found me.
We
I gotta
can,
move Novell back.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Just
oh no, we have to make a new guy.
No, we can't make a new guy because when we go to the fucking Storm King, it won't make any sense.
And like, you guys will not be able to reap any of the insane advantages of Audrey.
Yeah, that'll be a whole different experience. All right, so Fadri is full on in the room. Why is Tassus fucking big?
I would also like to be inside of the room.
That's not Tacitus. I mean, there's another Tacitus down here.
Yeah, that's Marco.
Hey, Marco.
What is that?
That's either an
Oh, you know what?
NPC or you pasted a giant Tacitus.
Yeah. It's you know what it is? Apparently, when I copied it, there was one like a Tacitus way off in the corner. I must have grabbed because every time I hit paste, it just a Tacitus also appears on the map token. I'm bigger. I'm large. You gonna move Tacitus?
He
gonna
can't.
stay out there?
I don't have control over him, so I could only move everyone else.
There we go.
He was downstairs still. All right, so
I kind of like that I can't control Tacitus. It's realistic.
An open landing awaits at the top of the stairs. 4 closed doors lie before you. A large entryway gapes from across the hall to the south.
Get gaped,
Get
scrub.
gaped, scrub, yeah.
Oh, Kate said hi back to us, y'all.
Yay,
Yes,
Kate!
my girl, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yay, Kate!
Hello.
Yay, Kate!
Yeah, so where are we going, folks?
Two hacks.
I mean, yeah, we already did that, though. So that was 2 campaigns ago.
That was 3 years ago. We
That
went to
was
hell.
so long ago.
So, I mean, we could continue with left is best.
That's bottom left or top left?
Top left. Let's go in order.
Oh, a top.
We're going top. All right, top, baby.
Top energy confirmed.
That's how I roll. That's how I roll for sure. I mean,
We got here.
Yeah, I don't have to explain to my parents that Subabu can also mean sub.
I mean, if a DM is not top energy, what is it, right?
What?
If being a DM is not top energy, what is it?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you could be like a Switch DM, I guess. I guess I'm a Switch DM because sometimes I create NPCs. Hello, you
This is a dim bed, partially coated in debris, in the collapsed chimney. The cold air gusts through the gaps of the room belong to the. Nope, actually, you don't know that. That's not in a part that I'm supposed to read out loud. Ignore that. Strike that from the record.
Parthenogenesis.
Yeah, so it's a bedroom. Congratulations, you found bedroom.
That's not good.
Someone should roll an investigation on the bedroom, perhaps. Someone with talent for it.
Maybe someone
Good
like
job.
The Weeknd.
No, fuck the Weeknd. He's a bad actor.
Just because he's a bad actor doesn't mean that he hasn't played.
Well, he's also just like a weird guy.
He's weird. That is a weird motherfucker.
He does have.
Look,
weird-
After Hours got me through February of 2024, so you shut up.
I mean, you can be a weird guy and make great art. I have no problem with acknowledging that truth.
Look at fucking Post Malone.
I
Post
do.
Malone.
Look at Andy Warhol.
Post Malone looks like he smells, but I still want to hang out with him.
First off, he does smell.
Yeah, it's
everyone
almost
thinks-
required to be kind of a weird guy to make good art. Or a weird
Yeah.
person, rather. We don't need to specify guy.
He also has the one wondering.
Yeah, the stories that exist about Miyazaki are some of them are kind of incredible.
So it sounds like from where
Well,
Tacitus and
plus
Judah
and
and
sequel.
Cordelia are Cordelia are posted. Do you want to go in that bottom room?
Yeah.
You want to be? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna roll investigation.
Hey, go ahead.
It's stuck in my head now.
18.
Yeah, it looks like a girl's bedroom. Like a maybe a teenage girl bedroom of some kind. They're remnants of stuff. There are some fucked up stuffed animals and what you would imagine is a fantasy aged girl's bedroom.
Boone feels a twinge of something sad before deciding to move on.
All right. And the bottom is a double bed sits beneath the windows along the far wall. A fireplace occupies one corner, and the window looks out onto the front yard.
I would also like to peek my head into the girl room to feel emotions for a moment.
Yeah, you feel all the emotions.
Fuck yes.
Are you going to go in and investigate this room? The bigger room?
Yes.
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Okay, I'm doing it. It's a 4. No, it's not. It's a 6.
You're still emotional about the girl room.
Yeah, I'm having trouble.
Yeah, girl
I'm
room.
remembering my girl room
Yeah,
back at home in the clouds.
I'll say roll for Tacitus.
Okay. He rolls flat because he doesn't have any skills as far as I know.
I would imagine he uses your skills. Did he roll a 1?
If you imagine that, then I can retcon that from now on, but...
Yeah, I imagine he uses your skills. That's how I have always done, like, animals.
Well,
Familiars and stuff.
Rolled an 8.
Well, Tacitus doesn't. He's upset from the girl's room.
Yeah, so I guess he feels my emotions too. Like,
Yeah.
Just kind of sad about girl room also. Maybe he's also remembering my room.
I remember your room too. I liked it. It was comfy. There was a dragon bed in the window.
He just spent his
That's
time
adorable.
scrolling up a minute.
Does maybe anybody else want to try and investigate this fucking room?
I would like to. I'll have a moment.
I'm gonna look for treasure.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Roll me some investigations. Let's go.
cool.
13. Wait, 10. Sorry.
You don't really find any treasure.
16.
All right, Rob.
Same thing. Yeah.
You find a pile of crumpled, half-written letters from the fireplace mantle. They're basically begging other settlements nearby for aid. Among them is a completed letter addressed to the mayor, Marin. This letter is stuffed in an envelope and sealed shut with a bright wax seal embossed with an ornate snowdrop blossom, which you can assume this are all from the mayor. Sticks of sealing wax in various colors and inkwells and paper journals.
Inkwell of Ivan?
I'm gonna just list all of the letters as collection of mayoral letters.
Just remembering that time at Monster Factory and Griffin declared loudly, "I'm mayor!"
And as he's just throwing all of this in the bag, he looks at the letters. He goes, "It's not mail fraud. They're all dead."
So among the papers, you actually find a sign-in sheet from people who have visited the mayor before. And you see the names Jason Asado, Clive Standish, Jack, Rauta, and Aurora.
Oh.
No.
All signed in to have spoken to the mayor at one point.
I think the mayor was a cunt.
I was rather bothered he wouldn't let me go do some work in the collapsed section of the mine. I had some very interesting ideas as what could be done with those bodies.
I just picture that thing that happens in in Elmer Ring where there's like ghosts of guys.
Oh yeah.
So like the two of us are just sort of walking away. Oh, you were surprised that he wouldn't let you do that.
Oh, you also
It's
find
technically desecrating a grave, I guess.
you also find a journal of the mayor, Rob.
Nice.
The journal chronicles the disasters of the mine and village's anguish of so many victims. The mayor recounts the rescue efforts through the following days and how they had to stop the search due to fears of more cave-ins. If they attempted to remove any more rubble, even miners were still missing. She writes of villagers going missing in the night of her helplessness, of stubbornly staying on, determined to find the missing villagers. Why her and their two children, her wife Tifra, her two children Tabin and Nia, left and evacuated to Marin. The last few pages speak of the mayor's nightmares of her creeping fear, walking into the night soaked sweat and lingering screams echoing in her ears.
Like that.
Wow, this place is really fucked up.
Roll me a perception check.
That is a, believe it or not, that's a 21.
You hear a high-pitched scream from a female voice in the distance. And it's piercing because, again, the town is dead silent.
Audrey winces for a second and then rolls his eyes and shouts back in the direction he heard it come from. Okay, we can talk it out. And then he pulls out the vial of holy oil. Or we can exorcise the absolute motherfucking shit out of you.
Boo notices
You want
this.
to chat or not?
Boo notices this and goes, "I'm sorry, what are we doing?"
I'm threatening a ghost. I want to talk things out with it, or I'm going to exorcise it with holy oil and anger.
Can you bring it here?
I don't know. I heard it screaming in the distance, and I figured maybe it could hear me too. I don't fucking know. I don't understand how.
Well, then don't tempt it.
We're here to put them to rest. So I figure if I get them to come to us, it makes it easier, you know.
I don't know. I think
Sure.
Ben's got a point here.
Yeah.
Maybe don't fight ghosts. We ain't trying to fight or nothing. And probably don't threaten the undead. I'm not good at killing the undead. They're already dead.
I mean, magic still works on them, dude. You can reduce a ghost to ectoplasm pretty easily through electrolysis, actually.
Well, listen here, dude. I've had goose pimples for 35 minutes, and they ain't standing down, and my nip naps are about to pop out of my armor. So maybe
Didn't need
don't
that
threaten
detail,
ghosts.
thank you. Didn't need those last couple of details, but good to know, I guess.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like this place either. Ever since
Such
we
shit.
yeah no Songs of Innocence keeps running through my head. I don't know what that is. Can you tell me what that is?
I definitely cannot. I am.
Did I get that reference
Roger
right?
is literally like hacking halfling leaf into his pipe as he goes. I absolutely could not tell you what that is.
Just
Don't
after
like-
3 days.
I don't honestly understand the whole kerfuffle here. This place just reminds me a lot of my childhood dwellings.
I'm
Our shit's all fucked up.
not even gonna think about that one. I'm just gonna move on with my day for my own.
I mean, minus the derelict part of it all.
What like so like but including the ear piercing nightmarish death shriek.
I mean, that's on you. I haven't heard nothing.
Kind of feels
Okay.
I think he means the size of the house is familiar.
Okay, that
And just the general look of it, other than, once again, the fact that it's gone derelict. It doesn't... It's kind of nostalgic, I suppose.
where you're coming from. It looks like one of my parents' guest houses.
It does feel kind of derelict in here.
I kind of like step over a hole in the ceiling. I'm like, yep.
All right, folks.
Nice.
What are we doing? Good.
So we got 2 more
Did you
doors.
say something?
I started to, but I'm going to let it go.
No, go ahead.
It's a weird thought. I suppose it means that half of us are for money and the other half of us are not for money. Because Vaudry, the Duke, Dalton,
Yeah.
you are all from wealthy establishments.
Hell yeah.
And Cordelia, somehow, your parents aren't well off
Cordelia,
in the
are you-
dragon community, are they?
No,
Really? Are your family poor? We're
no,
not judging. We just want to know.
we don't need nothing for that. After all, we're the people that everybody else gets their food and stuff from anyway. They ain't gonna get shit without us. I mean, whoop. Papa told me not to talk like that.
Sounds like they're pretty well off, too.
Yeah, no, that's
All right, so
yeah,
that-
no, I've heard my dad literally say almost that exact sentence of talking about shipping. So
That is very funny that Cordelia has like accidentally just been like,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
There's weirdly like a lot of like nobility-esque in the party.
So, I guess that just
sir.
leaves
Thank
Boone
you.
and I. Boone,
Yes.
do you come from, dare I say, money?
No.
Oh, okay. Honestly, not the answer I was expecting, but I'll take it.
He does seem rather distinguished, if you ask me.
Just like the rich kid and company.
I've never had wealth. No, not
except for now.
not in that way.
Yeah, like Dalton just kind of clears his throat when he said that you've never had it, because he just like watched you earn it.
Yeah, you currently
Yeah.
are rich.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I mean, I say,
I came into it recently.
yeah, that's
So you
fair.
have old money, new money, and poor.
Any money I did have was shared amongst the community, and then he gets real fucking quiet.
I love it.
Dalton kind of puts his hand on your back and goes, "Hey, don't worry about it, friend. I walked out on mine."
Old money, new money, fuck you money. We've got it all.
I mean, my folks cut me off, but I took so much shit with me when I moved out. Like, I don't even know if they noticed like the whiskey decanters I took. Just somewhere at home,
Romaine
Vaudry's dad.
does.
Where the
Romaine D20.
8?
They do. They do, in fact. Your
Uh,
father certainly. Go ahead, cut to the scene you wanted to do.
He's just, where the fuck is my fucking nice whiskey bottle? God damn it, Vaudry. Vaudry! Vaudry gets a text on his smart stone. The next time you're in town, bring my fucking decanter.
We, uh,
Oh, shit, never mind. We're
Alright.
gonna just leave that right where it is, guys.
All right, folks, here we go. We have the open doors. We have the 2 closed doors.
Do we want to do the closed doors, or are we feeling instant gravity?
Actually, I tell you what. Because of where you guys are standing, you would probably see at least this.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
All right, so June's going in. What room is this? This is.
Open doorways are easy to walk through.
They are, in fact. What is this?
And it is the first left that would happen, I guess, technically.
Shelves filled with books line the walls of this library. 4 wingback chairs sit in a row. Sit around a low table in the center of the room. Wide banks of the windows of the southern wall afford a panoramic view of the dilapidated house just beyond the twisting branches of the tree in the front yard. Okay. You if you want to investigate or perception, you can do that just to investigate further.
I'm gonna. This time it's gonna be good.
I rolled 1, so I get nothing.
Yeah, you're fucking. This is a big house.
I rolled a 19 on my investigation.
Okay.
No.
Do you want a 0?
Well, it's not 0.
So you're still worried. You still have memories here, room.
Yeah.
The stupid boy is back.
The stupid boy is back.
Okay, so the shelves of the old hold books of all sorts, from tomes of history, treatises on businesses, and thin volumes of folktales and grand, sweeping novels, an entire section of the arcade theory, including books of other planes of existence.
Man, can I roll a different thing to get lore stuff, like maybe history, figure out like a good book to add to the collection?
Yeah, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Take home. I know I rolled bad the first time, but you're speaking my language.
Yeah, go ahead.
here.
Do that bard thing.
I'll tell you what. Because that's your whole thing. Roll it to the bench.
Thank you.
Let's go. I'm gonna continue with Rob's thing. Several books lie open on the table with notes.
Book lore is actually like a thing.
A what?
I think book lore is like actually a thing, or it was a thing like in 3.5.
With notes
Yeah.
scribbled on bits of paper between their pages. The topics include the effects of physical and emotional trauma, nightmares, mysterious disappearances, seemingly out of place in comparison to the topics about the Feywild and such slender creatures. And on a single note with a shakily written hand said, "Could this be the answer?" And it just says weakness to light. There's a part of it ripped out, but it says weakness to light ? But there's a part it's like a piece of is ripped out, and then the end of the sentence says weakness to light ? What did you roll
24
to find a book?
I'm saving that.
Find useful knowledge that can be added to the database at the Adventuring Guild.
Yeah. And my brain so wants to just be like, you found a book on the Soul Sphere.
I mean, that's fine. Whatever.
I'm into it.
I mean, yeah. Because I feel like that would be
X
fitting
all
for
four,
you.
like, section
You find a
2
book
or 3.
about a different plane, a dimension called the Soul Sphere.
Neat.
Where they
It's written
sail
by-
the stars as though it's an ocean.
No last name.
Just grub.
All right. We'll have to work on a reason for him to appear in that space. That was not in my intention, but now I must figure it out.
I mean, he is a plane.
Grub is the Stan Lee of our cinematic universe at this point.
I love that.
He's been to more places than fucking Bo has. So.
Stares at you in shy time. Like, what the fuck?
Now, if he shows up in Star Wars, then it's going to be extra
Well, that's-
weird.
You have to tell George.
Well, to warn him.
Warren George.
Go break into his house and warn him.
I feel like I'm sorry for the
No, go ahead.
split off, but I do feel like if he appeared in the Star Wars universe, he would be a Yoda species. He absolutely would be 3 feet fucking tall.
I love that.
Sure, you do have. fucked up this is.
Sir?
Moon, I do live. Funny. Joke.
All right.
Fucking.
God, I find a book on the Soul Sphere. God, that has so many weird. Be like the one version of this book, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't exist anywhere
No,
else.
it does not.
Okay, cool. So
You
otherwise,
found some secret knowledge.
I have
my
some
friend.
problem. All right, cool. How the fuck did this book get here?
We'll figure that out
I'm
later.
gonna have to figure this out.
It doesn't have to be anytime soon.
Well, we also have to see where the book gets him. When Novell finds his way there one day, now that he has the book, maybe. Right?
Yeah. Hold on to that thought.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah,
Hold on,
okay.
your butts.
So let me reveal this rest of this room. Yeah. But yeah, that's what you guys find. There's also some burned papers that look like they were researched, but they're unmarkable. They look like they were intentionally destroyed.
Creepy paper.
And it looks like they were torn out and specifically chosen and destroyed almost with intent. Yeah. So there are 2 rooms left.
Yarg.
Okay.
Here we go. Top or bottom?
The SF.
Let's be bottom bitch this time.
Let's do it. Left first, baby.
Bottom bitch. Let's go. I sure hope there isn't a small child's bedroom.
I'd like to point out that every room we've gone to has been to the right.
I mean, it's to the player, to the actual characters. It could be left because
No, I'm saying top of the stairs, turn left, walk, turn left, walk. Door to the northeast is left door.
I
Might have.
But that's okay. I'm amused. Just as the Duke
I
would
would
be,
break
just watching
something.
everyone not do the left.
This is empty except for a bed and a fireplace. This room is cold and has the air of loneliness about it. You get to see the feeling that there probably hasn't been much use of this room. It actually looks much less unused than the rest of the rooms. This was where they were going to put the baby. Almost as if it was a guest room.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Please keep that Tacitus response in canon.
Yeah.
I beg of you. Because I'm just like, it's not. It's a guest bedroom. Dude, a baby in here.
Right, hold on. You know for a fact that it was a wife and 2 children.
Okay.
I can't believe it. There was a miscarriage.
He's just fucking wrong.
He has no headcanon.
You can only barely grasp human culture.
Yeah, Tacitus is creating his own story.
Cornelia just leans in like, "How are you being so weird? I know it's a gross house. Damn, get yourself together."
So I imagine in this last room next. This bedroom has a tall chest of drawers made of dark wood in the corner across from the door. Farther into the room, a small desk is between 2 windows with a large bed on the left of it. Sheets and blankets on the bed rumpled. One bulky pillow lies on the floor. Besides it, on the other on the mattress where it belongs. Yeah.
Come on, Big T. Yours is like fire and brimstone. God
So,
damn.
people want to investigate this?
Investigaciones.
I suppose I must do something.
Yeah, the Duke actually has to work for once.
It's an 18.
Nice.
You find under the bed is a small stuffed toy bugbear, full of holes and with its stuffing removed.
Where are the holes?
Just, I mean,
God damn
all
it.
over the place. Nowhere inappropriate. It looks like it was eaten up by like rats or something.
Ugh.
You get the feeling this is Tabin's room, the sun. You also tucked behind the bugbear is a potion of alchemist fire. Alchemist fire.
Oh, that. See.
And yeah,
Let's combo
attached
that
to it
with
is a note that it's a note that this will show him.
Wow.
Shit.
Oh,
Get him, kid.
sounds like somebody might have needed to go to therapy.
Well, I mean, he's in a town that's being
Wow,
attacked.
someone with sense's room we finally found. Always have a backup
You mean-
plan.
Sense looks like more like a battle intuition to me. Or what is the JoJo joke I'm trying to make here?
Yeah.
Battle tendency. Sounds more like a battle tendency to me.
Yeah. So you guys have not explored the whole mayor's mansion.
Okay.
You have a little bit better idea of what was going on in town.
So-
Audrey, clean this for me. I hold up vial.
So out of character,
Yes.
we have.
I'm
this-
not touching that. That's alchemist fire. That's a.
No, I mean, use magic, of course.
Oh my god. That's right. You just can't do that. And he just like literally just snaps his fingers and the dust cloud kind of just blasts into your face.
Thank you, my friend.
He uses
Perhaps-
gut instead of prestidigitation. Oh, sorry.
My disguise self flickers for a moment, showing my mask. Not a problem, my friend. And then I
that's
take it away.
Jude, you had a thing?
I just want to, out of character, I just want to clarify. So we were in the spooky ass house. Found a locket in the tree, of course, and we came inside. We discovered that there was a room on the southwest corner where they had seemingly gotten the townspeople together to fight something nasty.
Well, it was where the townspeople and I think the mayor met the council. And they discussed business in town. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. So we've discovered that there was an incident, and that planning occurred to deal with said incident, and we also know that weapons, quote unquote, did not help.
So you also know that there was a going back to the last session to remind you some facts. It was a collapse of the mine,
Okay.
and then after the collapse of the mine, there was a recovery operation that did not work, and then after that, people started to go missing in town.
I see.
Ooh.
And they were supposed to try the buddy system. You don't know if that worked or not. You do know that they did try to arm the citizens, and that did not work.
And we don't know if the reason that didn't work was because they started to fight each other or anything like that.
Yeah, you have no information on that.
Okay. And we then went upstairs to determine more information about the mayor and his family.
Her family. Is she?
A female mayor?
Yeah.
Well, it worked in Blazing Saddles. Okay, so
Not only a female lesbian or
oh my
female
heart
pa-
be still.
female partner. I don't want to label her
We
sexuality.
don't. They didn't put labels on it. Neither should we.
Yeah,
Okay.
They've probably
So
never
then-
been to Greece.
yeah. They were roommates. Oh my god. No,
Yeah.
We also- Way too many soap operas.
It's true.
Not good for
Any other thing else you want to ask?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
we.
Also, you do know that a lot of the stuff in the graveyards all had the same date, which were the same date as the collapse. In
The
mine.
same date.
Yeah, there was a lot of miners because they didn't have bodies to bury. They
I
just
see.
did like not the headstones, where they put caravans or whatever.
I see.
Caravans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And also, there was the signs of someone was engraving a thing and got stopped halfway through. And seems to be forcibly.
Mhm.
All right. Do you want to check out any of the other buildings? There's other pathways. What do you want to do?
continue the investigaciones.
Yes, but where?
Yes, but where?
You have now completed the mayor's house, so I'll cut you down.
Yay.
Which direction did we hear or did Rob hear the scream from?
He's unsure.
Okay.
It almost sounded like it was all around you.
Oh, okay.
So I moved everyone back to the other map. The town map. The village map, I guess you would call it. It's definitely not a town. What is that? My cat is doing a thing.
No one, I think.
I heard
Well, sometimes noises happen that aren't cat related.
No, that
That's
sounds
okay.
cat related.
that's 1,000% a cat related. It sounds like one.
Yeah, I just love that. That was like, oh no, that's
definitely Campbell.
that's definitely Campbell.
Yeah, Trouble's on the. They seem to have competing claims. Mitchell is on with drug, and Trouble is atop it on the shot glass.
Sir, get down from there. Chase my son off, bud.
Hey.
He's been so talkative lately. It's crazy that he decided not to tell
Honestly,
us what
I'm
crime
sure
he
it
is.
sounds like they're fine. They've been pretty well behaved. Rob, chase them upstairs for the audience. Yes, so there are 2 buildings left to, and then there are 2 pathways you guys have not been to.
Okay. Blue squiggle marks are things we should go visit. We've been to that. I guess let's go take a right to this one.
Top one.
Yeah. Since somebody had to talk about physics.
We could go left all the way around the house first if we wanted to.
If we felt like it. If that was what we were into.
Actually, hold on, I fucked up.
The second you leave a dungeon or a house or something, the always left thing doesn't. That's where it falls apart.
Yeah.
But it's perfect for dungeons.
Yo, the DM fucked up. That means we get to level up.
Yeah, no, I just labeled the wrong house.
We can cancel class now.
Yeah, DM was 15 minutes late to game. That means that.
First off, I was not.
First of all.
Where is the? Is there an eraser button?
Oh, that's bullshit.
I meant this building, actually.
What?
Oh, well,
You just delete the.
I don't know.
You drag your mouse across it while holding left click, and then you press the button with delete written on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Delete. Oh my god.
You can delete so many things. It's very fun.
I'm gonna delete the character. I mean,
Yes, delete them all.
Alright, so yeah, there is it was the house with the X on it, which is I guess just like the ceiling. And then there's this other house right there. Which house? Top or bottom? We're going top or bottom. So yeah, top.
Yeah, top it is.
Top.
Tippy top.
Gotta get that top. That's how.
Gotta get that top energy.
Gotta get that top. That's how I like. I like to start my day with some top.
Who doesn't?
I mean, everyone I think would give the choice, right?
Actually, I guess some people don't. Really. Also,
June, I just found this. It's your fucking house character on Steffi on vacation.
wow. Yeah, I guess so. Good old Steffi.
Okay. I was like, why does that say that? It's no longer. Okay.
Stephanie, what?
Okay.
Sever the bloodline, exile all things.
The front door is gapes open, with the remains of the door lying several feet away, covered in long brown grass. The roof is caved in, and remnants of rotting furniture are visible through the door. Blank headstones stand in front of the house, and one beside the doorway is engraved with the words "Tyrus, Frosthair, Stonemason, Inquire at Back."
A lithographer.
If you go to the back of the house,
I'm not
covered in
in there.
A covered work area holds more blank headstones, slabs of granite, marble, rust-covered carving tools hang from the wall, a hammer and chisel lie on the ground besides a half-finished excellent that reads, Adeline Cree, may you all... It's A-W-L, or A-L-W.
All. Yeah.
And all.
like always.
That's the thing that Louis Braille blinded himself with.
Oh.
And also, what's their names from Magnus Archives?
Kevin.
Melanie. That's
Yes.
what she pokes her eyes out with.
That you all ALW, what it says. So yeah, it's another incomplete workshop of engraving.
I guess I walk up to the front door and push it open and go, hello?
You don't hear any sounds.
Well, I mean, gentlemen and lady, do we want to keep investigating the ruins of this town or make our way up to the... I mean, it's about midday now. Do we want to make our way up to the mines before it gets too much darker in the day? I don't know that we want to be investigating the mines in the dark.
I don't really think we're going to get much more around here other than seeing dead folk stuff.
Yeah, no, this is just getting depressing.
I mean, we should, check out the other house just to make sure we didn't miss anything, but, after that...
Come on, T, for the sake of completeness, let's go look at the house.
I don't want to.
Come on.
So you guys
should know what happened here.
As you guys approach, there is a shop displays a sign featuring a wand crossed with a blacksmith's hammer, and it says the wand and hammer.
Okay.
The sign hangs quickly on one hook, and a thick layer of dust covers the interior of this building. A forge sits dormant in the far corner. A blacksmith's anvil and an empty quenching trowel. Besides it, on the opposite side of the room are two workbenches and a stool.
Is there anything on the workbench?
No. Well, if you want to investigate further...
Yep, I've been having good luck with those.
That's a 12.
That's a 16. Okay.
All right, what did you say, 12 and a 16?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So the 16 reveals a false panel on the corner of the floor.
Oh, shit.
It hides a steel shield with platinum filigree in the shape of a widening serpent worth 50 gold. Two matching sword swords with platinum filigree on the hilt and a pommel with a similar serpent mouth worth 25 gold each, and a stack of 10 iron bars weighing each 10 pounds, 1 gold each.
Okay.
What did you get, a 16?
Yep. That's what I got, a 16, yeah.
Alright.
So I'm going to just plop all that into my bag and we can divide it up later.
Besides that locket, did I find any other gold shapes? I forget. I don't think so, right? No.
I was just kind of stuck on the
the
cold anvil.
Yeah.
He kind of reflects, and he's just kind of depressed by the scene of a dark blacksmith shop, considering where he's come from.
Yeah.
Wow.
It would bring some sad nostalgia to your heart, I would assume.
Y'all, this whole town sucks ass. If you'll forgive me for using my... What is French? Sylvan.
Yes, no
Forgive
wonder
myself.
everybody left. This place is a dump.
Right. I do like that, we're all kind of money, I guess, except for Boone, really. But even in my culture, it's like we don't have money, but we are still, important. She's not really haughty in any sort of sense, but Cordelia definitely has, comes from value, I guess is probably the easier way to put it.
You're kind of by yourself, right, Nobel?
Yeah,
Roll me a perception check.
you got it.
Oh, man.
That would be a 23.
You hear some twig snapping as something kind of runs off past the building or somewhere towards the top of the town. You're not sure what direction, you just know it's from the kind of up near where the mayor's house on top of the area is.
I bolt out the door and try to see any
You try.
escapees.
Roll me another perception check.
See if I can get lucky twice in a row.
Or I could do survival if you wanted to.
I think my perception's better.
Okay.
So, yeah. A 17.
You kind of notice something moving down the path to the right of the map.
I give chase as an old man.
Okay.
Best an old man can do.
So
I can't let him run off on his own. I'm in suit too. I keep an eye on the old man.
I think he just bolts,
Okay.
man. I don't think he says anything.
I'm gonna say I think everyone roll me a perception check to see if you see Novell run off.
Novell, what the hell are you?
Fuck.
That's gonna be a 12 for Vaudry.
Oh, fuck me.
19.
That's gonna fail.
Christian?
I'm working on it.
That one.
Sorry. Here we go. Actually, let's go. That's right. We got this one.
What is your speed?
19 plus. One moment.
Actually, no, it's 40.
Perception. Perception. 5. 24.
Yeah.
I thought it just brought you to 4. Tim, what did you get?
1.
1. Okay. Oh, that was your one in the chat. Okay.
Jack got
Because I thought
24, though.
Speed.
So
You're right.
They do bring it back to a normal speed.
You're right. I have a ring of jumping. I thought it was a different rank.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so anyone who rolled above a 15 will notice Novell just dart off towards the upper right direction.
I rolled 12.
So I guess it sounds like Cordelia and Dalton.
And you know I'm faster than you, old man. What are you doing?
Wait, what? No, that was in character.
Yeah.
I point and I'm giving chase. I'm trying to like.
I imagine you're running as fast as you can, and Cordelia's like running backwards in front of you.
Pretty much.
Like, just in front of you, like. Yeah.
Dalton's not asking. He's just following.
Yeah.
I just make
It's
a
enough
note.
to get the old man spooked. He's interested. Or not
All
spooked,
right.
but intrigued.
I'm just like swatting flies away from my face, and I don't notice.
Boone was just
Oh,
looking in
Jesus.
the other.
This place is just dreadful.
I make a note to Tacitus to say, when you get big enough, make sure he rides you all the time. I'm worried about him. Yeah, I'm gonna turn Tacitus into transportation for you if nothing else changes.
I'm too big right now, right?
And a couple more levels.
Yeah.
Couple more levels.
3 more levels specifically. He will be big enough for you to ride, as he will be a large man.
So it sounds like most of the group realizes what's happening after you go running, and everyone follows. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Boone goes.
Yep.
Boone hears, "Get big." Ride turns. I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Yeah, I like normally I would have been like, "Hey guys, over here," but it feels like
There's no
speed
time.
was more important than
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now the
agree.
thing you were saying was definitely faster than you, but you do end up finding what seems to be an entrance to maybe the tunnel, the mine tunnel you're looking for in the mountains.
I stop and I'm very out of breath.
Yeah.
The most he's run in probably a while.
Since Poe.
Yeah.
But it's all, I mean, you have to compensate for the magical aid of the boots, but he's also still exerting some effort.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, I
like-
mean, even the boots bring him to like normal speed, so that would still exhaust him.
yeah,
even
I guess
running at normal
it just makes moving 30 feet feel the same as moving 10 feet, but it's still an old man trying to run.
Yeah, so you make it to you discover what you believe is the entrance to the platinum mine. Again, it's very quiet. There's not any animal sounds, no insects or birds. It's very eerie. The sun is still up because it's only been like a little while. It's probably what time you guys say? Would you set out at like 10 noon? What time you guys would have set out at?
I think we see noon.
Noon.
If it was noonish when we decided to leave the town, that sounds right to me.
Yeah, so it probably would have taken you about 2 hours to get up the mountain to the the village, and it probably would have you probably would have spent another hour or so exploring all of the graveyard, the mayor's mansion, all the buildings and stuff, and so it's probably 2-ish.
I have a stupid question. Is that platinum locket worth 50 gold?
Yeah, Lucas is. I think I said it was.
I'm not sure. I just want to make sure because I was like, that's funny.
Yeah, Lucas's wife's locket.
It's a stupid joke, but the idea that a platinum object is worth gold is.
Well, I mean,
it both makes sense, but it's also funny.
Platinum's more expensive than gold, so it would make sense.
That's
the thing is, so you found that. I think you found the ore, the raw ore, right? That was worth gold because it's platinum that's not finished and stuff.
Right.
So it's worth a decent amount of gold.
You can say it's worth an amount of platinum. Just change the multiplier.
So it says thumb-sized platinum oval pendant threaded on a thin chain worth 20 gold.
20 gold.
Yes.
Okay.
2 platinum.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ore is worth what? Right? I did have both?
You do. I think you do. I just to find out where ore was in, I think, one of the downstairs rooms. A chunk of raw platinum ore from the mine is worth 25 gold. So it's probably, I mean, it's not a big chunk, but it's it's a raw piece of platinum. So it's uncut, finished and stuff. Unsmelted.
Uncut, unsmelted. The new movie from Adam Sandler.
Uncircumcised. All right, so yeah, you guys find the what you believe to be the entrance to the platinum ore mine.
Right.
What are we doing?
I'd say we head in.
Head in.
I think do I have light on this character? I do not. Okay.
I need not make the same mistake I made the last couple times. Let me copy this new sense of you guys.
Oh, that's Izzy got his light. God damn it. It reminds me, since we were talking about Zolsu earlier, Izzy has literally one combat ability. Everything else is in case I cannot do damage with her.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 2. There's Firebolt and Catapult.
Also, Tim, while I'm setting up, how was your?
My character does almost nothing but shoot people, so we're good. What did you say, Jason? I couldn't quite hear you.
While we're setting up, how was your trip?
Good. Yeah, got to see the family. We had
see your brother?
We had a campfire. Yeah, I saw both of my brothers, all my brothers' kids and stuff. We made s'mores. I literally touched grass, which I never did. So, hell yeah.
You really touched grass.
Literally touched grass.
Sometimes you gotta.
All right.
Make sure you touch grass sometime.
Let's go to the mine.
Do it. Go outside.
I do have. So I'll light the torch on fire.
Yeah. Does anyone have dark vision or anything? Just I'm curious.
I do.
I have dark vision.
I mean, we have a lot of elves, so I assume there's dark vision.
Oh, I also have dark vision.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are all elves, right, or whatever.
No, I was never elf, even when I was human.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Dalton is my non-elf character.
And
They're
John,
mostly some amount of human and elf, but in different percentages.
Okay, I want to move everyone to this new final map.
all right. Final map.
It's actually, this is like the first time I've been in a party of like all people-looking people. If you know what I mean. Like no one's covered in fur or feathers or something.
Yeah.
We don't have any
Human
monsters.
adjacent.
Nothing's outwardly aberrant looking.
So the mine is dark and damp, and you hear the sound of dripping water echoing from deep within. The light fades faster than it should as you move in deeper, until you're wrapped in the oppressive gloom and shadow. Oops. Everyone make me a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You said 4?
14.
Oh, 14. Understood.
It's a 21, baby.
I got a
Ooh, that's not good.
14. Let's fucking go.
Alright.
Dude, right? Hell yeah, me
You
too,
failed?
club.
I
failed?
did.
It was fun.
So Dylan and Christian fail. What did you got, Boom? The DC 14 wisdom saving.
That failed. 10.
So everyone who failed, which is
Novell.
Boone, and
Dalton.
Dalton, all will have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom saving checks
Oh,
from being distracted by whispers, shifting movements, and other hallucinations while lying.
Good.
Nice.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
Is it just whispers, or do we see things?
No, there's hallucinations too, like it says. Whispers, shifting movements, and other hallucinations inside the mind.
My daggers are out.
I'm gonna message you something on the side and not reveal it.
Yeah,
out
please
loud.
do. I
Oh,
have a
boy.
feeling what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
but I wanna,
think you know exactly
I-
what I'm about
I
to
want to
say.
see it.
Yeah.
It's all stars.
My God, it's
So yeah, half the
stars.
party is now hallucinating and paranoid as you move forward.
I'm afraid it's even worse. It's the cast of the Chuck E. Cheese Fun Time Band.
No.
I'm gonna
Kill you!
All right, folks, which
anyway.
way are we going? You can go up or down, up or down.
I'll kill you.
That was my Wilford Brimley voice. Take from that what you will.
Tacitus, what the fuck? Why is there two Tacitus again? I think what happened was when I was making the maps, I somehow fucking made so many.
You grouped them. Just delete that Tacitus and drop a new one.
I deleted the one you guys could.
John, he just goes.
I'm saying, yeah, just like delete everything and then copy paste. Just copy this group.
Yeah, well, I think what happened is when I was making the maps or whatever, I think I put a Tacitus down and then it like got copied to every map.
Tacitus eggs experience.
Yeah, I'm saying you probably grouped it with the little one. So anytime you select regular Tacitus, the other one gets selected. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's okay. Let's go left.
As in,
Go left. Yep.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's always from the perspective of the character, so.
Welcome to the motherfucking entrance. Oh, I don't want to take all of you with me. I was going to use the shift tool option, but then it made all of you as a block.
Oh, Jesus.
Just take like.
Jesus.
It just makes
Jason.
sense. Though.
Yeah, it makes sense, but like, holy shit. Novell's gonna stay right at the entrance. I don't think he can go in much further. I don't know.
That's your, I mean, up to you, dog.
Yeah,
I gotta. I would like to roll in. Is insight appropriate if I look back at him like, what?
Insight, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I hate to hold up the part, guys. I
I'm gonna roll
truly
it to.
for.
The
But
Duke
this
is
is not
really good at
Honestly,
it.
if you make your character, it's
Dirt
if, if you'd rather be like, I want to sit this out, but it might be the whole next session. And stuff
yeah,
Dirt twint on insight to find out. I don't.
too. You realize that he's not having a great time, and he might be he might be having some horrific vision of some kind.
If
If you want to try and like give him a speech or something,
I clip clop back over to him, and I don't do that thing that Cordelia normally does, where I refer to everyone as Gramps or Cuz or whatever. Like, hey, Novell, you all right? You look like something. Is there a language we both speak that no one else does, or at least I can try to whisper to it so I don't like embarrass your little ass?
that's very kind of you. I speak 5 languages. They are.
I assume at some point you're off point. You guys have had the conversation of what languages you speak.
Yeah, celestial, common, draconic, elvish, and goblin.
I mean, draconic for sure, right?
Common, Elvish, Deep Speech, Abyssal, Draconic, Terran, Sylvan. So we can do...
At least draconic. We can do draconic.
Yeah, we can do draconic. And then if anybody else hears this, they just hear this.
Yeah.
Give
him a pep talk.
I'm there are unresolved spirits walking these halls, and they do not take kindly to me being here.
Oh, yes, that was the entire quest, wasn't it? Find the haunted mine?
Yes, but this is they're for me. They don't like me.
For you.
What do you mean?
All the more reason we should resolve the issue here.
Well, you're with friends, and plus, I mean, Tacitus would rather die than let you get hurt.
I would.
You would.
God damn it, dude. I fucking love you.
You would? I would.
I would. I will not let anything happen to you, my cousin.
Of course, Tacitus is too mighty for him to ever lose in a fight defending you, clearly.
I also imagine, like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to. Tacitus is yours, but I almost imagine like Tacitus, like, almost like jumping up and like curling around you a little bit and trying to comfort you. In my 3,672 years, I have lost no combat. I am only small like this. I protected Little Wing. Be much, much more furious with these ghosts than I have my fool for. Have you seen me fail so far? Have courage, young man.
Like,
I'm sorry,
man.
something
He's
about
so old.
I
Of
know,
course,
he's allowed to. Canonically, it makes so much sense.
Also, just unrelated, I went upstairs and the boys were just hanging out in my room.
Aw,
nice.
cute.
Yeah.
Yep. Watch
The
Trouble is
cat
on a trip.
truce holds.
Try losing Mel tonight?
You feel up for it? I am willing to give it. I'll keep my door cracked if you will.
Mitchell and
Yeah.
Treble are
Try to-
currently in negotiations on a lasting peace treaty.
Yeah. What you feel comfortable?
I think he like takes his walking stick and like thumps it on the ground to try and like get some chutzpah, and
Vaudry, upon like eventually coming out of his haze and paying attention for 2 seconds.
Do you have Draconic?
I don't have Draconic. But he kind of like floats over. He goes, "Hey, if you're afraid of ghosts," and he just cracks one of his vials of holy oil on your walking stick. Bam! Now this can kill ghosts. He just does like sparkle fingers with prestidigitation and floats back down the tunnel.
thank you, Vaudry.
You're welcome.
He reaches an arm around Dalton for support, and pats Tacitus on the head, and then marches forward. And I'll stop eating up time.
When you grab Dalton's hand, you see him flinch.
It's all right. It's just me.
All right. And then you see that he looks at the holy oil on the staff, and you see him pull out 2 bottles. He pours the bottles into his sheaths, and then he dips his daggers into the sheaths to get the oil on his daggers. He goes, it just kind of cracks his neck. He goes, "All right.
They're already dead, and we can't hurt them anymore."
How are you?
I guarantee you we can try."
How's Boone handling seeing hallucinations and whispers and shifting movements and stuff?
A bit like this.
Someone describe this.
Tom just slapped himself in the face. He breathed and slapped himself in the face. He committed in full
Somehow
slack.
the radio drama version, there's something of a vibe to it. I love just needing to hear what's happening in the room.
Yeah.
You heard the sound effect, and then I described it.
Well, I'm not sure how well it came through, but it's just funny that if it did come through, that's great.
I don't think it's going well, but I think he also trapped trouble under my bed.
I was gonna roll insight on Dalton, and I rolled a nat 20, which is a 26.
What would you like to know?
Just realizing that he might also be tripping out, but seems to be putting on a brave face. Duke is just trying to suss him out.
Yeah, like you can see that like the reassurance from Novell has helped coax him forward as well, and also you know amongst the tradesmen that he nothing's going to stop him from fulfilling his contract, but he's shook.
Duke just like casually makes a gesture in Thieves' Cant, which is translated as "I've got your back."
And he'll do a another motion back, basically just saying likewise.
Yeah, I figure like there's sort of like just a sort of solidarity, like we're doing the same job right now.
Yeah.
As rogues, and it's like once the heist starts, like you have to know the other person is fully committed. So it's sort of like that sign almost.
Exactly. Yeah.
Of like we will get it done, we will work together, and a simultaneous I can count on you, right? And you can count on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can work it out.
Like it'd be one of those things where it's like Thieves' Cant, for the way it could be, says, what time is it? 6.
Yeah.
I've got your 6.
Yeah. Well, if we're all done being slurs.
All right, so are we going up or
Humans.
up? Or
I mean, elves.
Up. I think
Yeah.
we decided on up.
going up?
Yep.
Checking for dogs, so we have to go up.
Ooh.
This is a little more tricky because I have to like reveal like just enough.
Yeah, it's alright. Well, also bear in mind our light sources only last so far, depending on who has dark vision.
Yeah, most of you guys have dark vision, so.
But even dark
I'm at
vision is
60
60 feet, so that's 12
Yeah.
squares. So, anyway.
That's better. I still, yeah, I mean, I assume you guys. I revealed it because I assume you guys are going to move.
Yeah, just
upward.
just pointing that out.
It's all good.
Pointing out some facts. This is
Alright.
exactly how I reveal stuff too. Like I could bother with dynamic lighting, but it's like, just show them what they need to see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you guys are moving up, and it comes to a left or a right.
Left is best.
That's his best.
And don't forget, everyone, we
It's-
have that
it's-
temp HP from before.
Oh yeah.
And then attack of HP.
Oh, frick yeah.
Yeah,
we could
but
even say that it was like part of adventurer lessons. Like people could cite it as like, when in doubt, go left,
Yeah.
for the Adventurers Academy or whatever.
When all other factors are equal and the fork is reached, always go left.
There was some class or some like professor that everyone had, or like teacher that everyone, mentor everyone had, and he was like, always go left. When in doubt, go left.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things you can put as like one of your background traits in
I always go
one of
left.
the backgrounds. I forget which one. It's just like, I always go left when given the choice.
I love that.
I think if I had my wish and I was allowed to have one of my former characters be a professor, it would be Shiori Gookglitters,
Ooh.
the little slime.
I love her.
Oh yeah.
Who lived in a? She was like,
She lived in Pallimustus.
she was like, I don't need a dorm room. Just let me hang out in the atrium, the atrium water.
Oh, that was the
fountain.
one that fucking Miles ran. Where
Yeah.
I was Edgar.
Yeah, because Shiori was the warcaster goop. She was created by the college to do war with, but she didn't want to. So she was like full of spells, but you know.
Okay, so you guys, you find a path. It does come to an end.
Yay.
Where is?
Your dragon skull summon is at my house.
What's the name of this mine again?
It's just a platinum mine in. I think there was a name of the town. I have to.
There's
I
a name somewhere in the void, but you can't
Ayara.
see it. There's just
yeah.
platinum on the map, maybe. I'm not sure.
Planting mine of Plattington.
So you were the town. What the bottom out was Marin, and then there was a name of the a mine. I can look for it if you want to, but I can look
What
for it
does
later.
Say on this page right here, before the word
just says
mine. Okay,
It just says platinum mine.
fair enough.
All right. So you guys come. The tunnel winds back towards the entrance. The south wall of the chamber at the end has odd divots and alcoves within the rock at various heights. And that's it. You guys come to a dead end.
I don't like a dead end.
Does
It is a dead end.
So it's
Like
a
a
dead
does
end here.
anyone with nature want to check on those gaps in the wall? If anyone has nature, for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
I mean,
Well,
I just
we-
imagine they're either made by a creature or not. So, nature.
Could I use-
maybe?
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's fucking
I know
go.
nothing about such things.
That is a 27. Or sorry, 20.
It looks like the miners intended to keep digging here, but abandoned it after the collapse.
Oh,
Man-made.
I'm gonna pee real quick.
you're allowed to pee.
I know. Thank you.
I always say it just in case he forgets. Look, if
It's
any-
like asking the teacher, "Can I pee?"
yeah, can I pee?
You're like, I don't
You
know. Can
pee?
you? I mean, I'm going to. It's classes. If you don't
Si se puede. Oh.
That's what my third grade teacher would always do to us. Teaching me to hate it when people are pedantic, even though I'm extremely pedantic. I mean, that's
More like pedantic. You know what? Sometimes, folks, I'm not so sure if I actually did got him. You know, it's weird. It's just a feeling that I get. Sometimes I wonder if I did not, in fact, got him.
Some days we got him. Other days we do not got him.
Sometimes he
Jack,
got us.
to this day, if I ever hear that fucking audio file, ha, got
Got
him.
him. Yeah.
I fucking think of him every time.
We were the eam the whole time.
We put the eam and got him.
It's the E along the way.
It was us. We were getting got. Shit.
Turns out we were eam all along.
It's just like what was that movie? Stand by Me. Yeah, it's like the narration in the future. Like, and it turns out me and my friends were eating the whole time.
What did I miss? What did you guys decide?
We
I
realized that we
mean,
were
left
indeed
is
eam.
up here, right? So let's go.
Did we do that?
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go the other way.
The top way would be left, but
Yeah.
we could go right if we want.
I mean, like to keep up with the motif, it would make sense for us to go left up this way first.
Yeah, right.
And we would inevitably come back to this point. Hopefully.
Well,
I
eventually.
doubt.
Hopefully. What's up?
I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt you guys. I just want to clarify. With my roll being as good as it was on survival, there's not like a Resident Evil where I walk up and press the X button on the wall to see if there's anything there. It's just collapsed wall. There's nothing, right?
No.
Okay, all right. Then I am satisfied. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to. It's hard to do when people are on
You're fine.
computer now.
All good.
Let me go up. There's up, or there's down.
Up left.
More
Also-
left.
More left. Okay.
Also, Tim, I am generally trying to keep in mind from a few weeks back when you were saying when you guys like whisper, it doesn't make it quiet. It's just more noise. So like I'm trying
pretty much.
to be better about side combo as well.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Because like
Yeah.
Rob and I
It's
are in the corner just trying to, but it doesn't work.
it's
So,
like,
as you guys
yeah,
said-
it just makes it extra silly to be like, there's people who think they're being quiet and normal people talking now.
It's like Team Rocket whispering.
Oh,
Accurate.
So you guys see large rocks in the pathway. They can be easily moved past. The tunnel gets tighter and tighter until they come to a main body of the cave-in. Mounds of broken rock block the tunnel, pinned from ceiling to floor. Other parts of the cave cave-in were passable after the collapse, but this seems to be impenetrable or a wall of it.
I have a crazy idea.
Okay.
If y'all are okay with me trying something.
Tell me
Go
what
for
it
it.
is.
I pull out the pipe of the sewers,
nice.
All right.
and I go, well, I could summon a swarm of rats. They could be from this mine.
Hmm.
And I look over at damn it, I'm sorry, Plumbo, I'm trying to blank on your character's name.
Cordelia.
Cordelia. You got a potion that can talk to animals, right?
I have.
Maybe these rats might know something about this mine.
I got
Even-
animal friendship potion.
Or even what could be on the other side. Well, friendship
I hope
could
that works.
come in handy. Hopefully you won't need it with these guys. Not guaranteed I'll have control, but I imagine we can handle some rats.
It doesn't.
They're
It
not
doesn't
always
like.
friendly.
Yeah.
They're just my homies.
Yeah.
I got some rat homies, but
If,
I
if you
mean-
can't, if we can't understand them, like say we ask what's on the other side of the cave-in, I don't know if there's much of a point.
Yeah. So animal friendship just says the spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast you can see within range. It must see and hear you. The beast's intelligence must be 4 or higher, or spells. Otherwise,
Yeah, it does exactly what it says. Not,
Yeah.
it
It's
doesn't let
just
you talk.
friendship. I do have the ability to talk to animals every now and then. It's just I don't have that many chances to tap into that type of ability, and I'm just trying to keep that to a minimum.
I don't talk to rats.
you see it.
gee, no one asked you.
You see a rat flip off Tacitus.
Hey,
And it runs off.
Where
He
did
just
where did
realized
that come
he's made
from?
A rare action. Tacitus goes,
No, I meant like people. Do you think he knew what I meant?
no, I don't think he knew what you meant. I think you just pissed
I
off little
think
guys.
it's better if he didn't know that we refer to its entire species as something negative.
Also, for Dimension 20 fans, he was a sexy rat.
Oh, damn. As a furry, I never thought of myself as classically into rats. So, like, I'm not.
I mean,
But
if the rat is attractive, we all just have to fill in what that would be for us, right?
Yeah, whoever you find sexy. That's,
I'm thinking rat, but hot.
Look,
I mean, why is
imagine the Lola Bunny of rats.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
who didn't crush on Gadget as a kid?
What's a gadget?
Hey,
Chippendale Rescue
everybody.
Rangers.
We're good now.
What the fuck is a gadget?
Gadget is a character from the popular animated series Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that since I was like 12.
You should do yourself a favor. When
I'm not
the
gonna.
game's over, Bill, take
I,
your pants
I
off.
have a really particular version of it.
I'm not saying do that. It's just a childhood memory of mine. Like, I don't know, cool girl character, do cool good girl stuff.
Anyway, what are we fucking doing?
Well,
So you can't go north. You can go south if you want to.
I guess let's go south.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, once we go in the little alcove and turn around, it is now left to go south.
Welcome. Y'all, there. She just kind of chants back at the y'all, there's like a clover leaf of bullshit down here.
Boy,
Can you go
open it.
left?
Open this door. It is nearly circular. Black moss covers the walls, floor, and ceiling of the tunnel as far as you can see. Within this tunnel are several branches, all of them covered in the same black moss.
Survival to understand anything about why moss is in a cave.
Okay.
That helps me at all. I don't know. That must mean there must be some light or heat around here.
Or other arena water.
16.
Magic.
The cave and stuff has been described as damp.
Okay. A moist tube.
Yeah, there's some moist areas, and moss, as you know, grows in damp areas.
It do be like it.
But how does it photosynthesize? Huh.
And
Wait,
she
wait,
goes on
my
she goes on a
intelligence
little-
is 10. I don't know that word.
She goes on a little lesson about how, and then she kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah. All right, dude. Sometimes stuff don't need light to make stuff. This one needs water. That means there's water down here somewhere."
Just, yes, let the farmers figure it out. It's fine.
I just picture your character
Let
doing
the
that thing
balls
where he
figure
like
it out.
he sort of waves his hand like, "Yes, let the farmers do it."
I'm sure there's a vast amount of technical and grandiose knowledge about green
Which way?
things.
Which way are we going, folks?
so I see all these branching paths. I want to posit to the group.
Yeah.
I think it would be wiser. I know we want to go left, and I hear that, but I also think see how far back it goes before we do any of the branching paths.
I'm into that.
Like just walk
Yeah.
all the way down to the end.
Yeah.
See where it lets out.
The purpose of always going left is that you find you can't miss any part of the cave if you go far of the labyrinth if you go far enough. But at the same time, dungeons are not closed-ended, so there is some validity in not always going left. So yeah, I'd be down to go down the other way a little bit first.
Because I see that many branching pathways, and I'm like, we can get there, but like, let's see how far down the black hole goes. You know?
Okay, so we just want to go down.
Like,
We can
No,
we can
uh,
also glance in either direction as we go down.
I thought
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
was saying
you wanna
go back to the right at the beginning. Is that what you were saying?
I'm saying that center corridor that all the rest of them branch
No,
off
he's
of.
saying the one that you guys are in now currently.
Like
And then-
Well, I want to go this way.
Tim wants to go up. Are you going to go down?
Yeah.
And Tim's going to go up?
I don't want to split the party.
I
so
want to split the party.
no.
Okay. So Tim,
I mean, I can at least look down.
You go that way, and you realize that fucking the Duke has already started going a different direction.
I'm just taking a peek. What do I see from here?
How that dictate?
Actually, you probably don't see. Hold on.
I guess if you're doing that, if we're gonna like kind of look, I'm gonna look down this way.
Let me just double check a thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's mostly you mostly just both see tunnels so far.
All right.
Nothing of note in either direction.
Okay.
Just kind of do that on our way
What
down.
can we see from here? Yeah.
Turn before you plan. I think you can turn my flash into what's left
You can't deny a good main hallway to look down, even with all the lefts we're missing. We have to name the adventuring teacher who uses that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it such as law.
The sinister law.
Yeah, there you go.
That's like
Make it sound
related to
foreboding as shit. That's just his name.
Dr. Sinister. The sinister method.
Yeah, there you go. The sinister method. Always go left.
Dr. Sinister's lefts.
I feel like Dr. Sinister.
Honestly, I feel like that is a fucking book that he definitely wrote, was Dr. Sinister's lefts.
Yes.
Always go left. Always go left.
See, I thought that Dr. Sinister and his blank blank was like the band that opened for us and like did sort of just okay, like it's Dr. Sinister. We're here to. All right, well, thanks for coming. Now it's time for the walking riot. The people
You hear someone
came
else.
here to see.
You hear someone else on the camera go, "You can't say thank you for coming."
Thank you for cummies.
It's worse.
Is it?
Yes.
I never seem to understand that. I guess one day I'll learn.
Okay, so where are we going, my friends?
One day. Okay, so this looks like a weird, like, kind of spider-shaped situation we got going on here. I say we continue to Novelle's plan of continue downward to this. That's where I'm gonna shape.
You gonna go down?
I'm gonna go down to this. This
Yeah.
is the very bad mind. That's what. Okay. Who would know better? Of the two of us, probably I'm gonna have Tacitus be like, "This is not a very good mine at all."
Well, I mean,
what do you know about mining?
mines are very spread out, and they have a lot of passageway because they go through a lot of different areas.
Don't you like fly around and stuff? What do you know about mining? I know lots of things.
Oh,
about
actually, you know
mining.
what? You probably would be able to see, say, that too. Oh, I guess you could.
I mean, my
guess
passive
you-
perception is 18, so
Yeah, no,
you decide how far I see.
I don't know. I'm gonna say there.
What about
You probably have.
if
you
she
probably
looks
go
to the left?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
This is the funniest thing. 'Cause it's like I was just like hide everything. It's like, oh yeah, they'll definitely have fun in this tunnel system.
It was a living nightmare.
Yeah. What can I show?
I mean, that's why I like going
Sure.
one direction.
First off, so does Henry Styles. Oops.
I think that's
It's fucking to do for One Direction.
But
Henry. You said Henry.
Henry is
Shut up, Rob.
Wow.
You can hold it, man.
Jason, the little like curved lip at the end of the diagonal. I want to scoot around that corner.
Which one?
At the bottom of the diagonal,
Here?
Say
like,
a
open-
compass direction.
south on the map.
South.
I'm
The
What I'm
southmost point, what you're pinging.
Ah,
there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Where?
Good job,
Oh
Rob.
yeah, okay, right there. Okay. You want to move down there?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay.
Someone's full of.
Here's some vinegar.
I'm gonna be marking where we walk on the walls with candle wax. I'm just gonna kind of like scrape a candle.
Nice.
I'm gonna Can I begin making survival checks to like mark off a map for myself as we're going?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna navigate that stuff.
Yeah. Here, let me find my D4.
If you will suffer me looking over your shoulder, you can You can. I can give you advantage.
I
since
will.
have survival.
I will happily accept that. Thank you. Yeah, that'll
Why'd you
make
take my D20?
4 advantage. Thank you.
So those are you find more areas to go. No, it's still just mine. It's just the pathways, and it seems it's not a labyrinth, but it's very.
So it's an 18.
The miners knew where they were going, but you guys are just kind of wandering in the dark at this point.
Is that a room to the right, or is that
To the right.
where my character is currently standing?
Yeah, it's a. I mean, I wouldn't. It's like. It's more pathways. It's not like a room, but it is a wider part of the tunnel.
Okay.
What can I see from here to the sort of northeast-ish of Novell?
Yeah, I see. Hold on 1 second. Tim was gonna get that thing, I think. Okay, actually, Tim will actually get a thing. He did kind of battleship this.
Okay.
You see a lot of moss. Also, Tim, roll me a dexterity check.
Cool. A check. Okay.
Or I guess save. It would probably be a save.
If I'm reacting to something, usually that's true. Hey,
Yeah, okay.
that's where all the nat 20s were hiding.
There you go.
That's a 27.
Something in the darkness tries to latch onto you. You kick it off, and it goes scurrying down the tunnel.
We don't like that. Is it a secret tunnel?
No, it's just the one that he was trying to go to.
Regular tunnel.
Tim, roll me a perception check at disadvantage
Visible tunnel.
because it was going fast and it happened very quickly. And I want to give you a chance.
That's a total of, it's a dirty 20.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, it could have been a 22, but it's a 20.
Okay, actually, this might be a good point to stop, but I want to hold on. Tim, I'm gonna see this thing. Come on, there we go. I'm gonna post it in the Discord, but so everyone can see it. But Tim is the Duke is the only one who actually physically sees it.
Yeah.
And that's probably where we'll call it for the night, I think. Because I think this is a good stopping point.
The one other thing I did want to mention real quick is I ended up with an 18 on my map making check. So
yeah, so you have definitely made a good map of the area.
I've got an ongoing map in my.
Yeah, you're definitely keeping track of where you guys are going and where you've been.
Because I'm not from here and I helped you, that means you have little Rukia drawings made of crayon on your map. Because I'm not from here and it's crudely drawn.
No, it's not the same.
Or at least I tried.
Wait, hold on. Did you not save that? The fuck is that?
Oh. No, just Gearhulk, you're like 17.
Oh, I put it in. Why did I try to save them in different areas? Okay. And it actually is kind of fitting that because I feel like Tim will be able to actually maybe able to identify this thing.
Hell yeah.
Tim, you see this thing scurrying away.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
So we're gonna cut it for the night, but Tim, if you want to tell everyone out of character what it is, you are welcome to.
I'm
If
just
not,
gonna
you-
post the picture on the chat. I mean, on the
Problem.
stream.
It's a thing.
I don't like it.
Or yeah, I mean, yeah, I could say what I think it is.
It's
Yeah.
like Todd
What do
McFarlane
you-
redesigned Pumpkinhead.
What do you think it is? Tim?
That's an Umber Hulk.
It's not.
Okay.
I like that.
Good,
It's
good
not-
guess.
it's,
That's as good as any, really.
It's not
And
quite. It's a fleshy Umber Hulk. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know it. So there you go. I mean,
All
That
right.
reminds me of
how wait, how
what are they-
large
what are
is
they
it?
called?
Oh, it's small. This must be a Quasit or something like it.
The name showed up when Jason
That's-
sent it to the
yeah,
chat. It's a
it's-
Moonlock.
I didn't notice the skull for scale. That's my bad. It's
They
a
remind me of those things that are famous for drowning people, and I can't remember what they're called
it's
right
a
now.
tiny.
It's a meme.
If that's
It's
an
a
Umber
meme.
Hulk, it's a tiny one. So yeah, that's just me being very silly.
It's a meme lock. It did. Rob is correct. It did. I was hoping it wouldn't show what it was, but it did. It is. It is a meme lock.
It said it in the picture in the file name.
But that is where we're going to call it for the night.
It's okay. I don't even know what that is. So cool.
Either.
They're
The name.
crazy, and we'll get more into it next when you guys.
Yeah, I look forward to uncovering that as we
I
go.
was gonna say, we've got a bit of a problem here, but I'm fine. Stick together, everyone.
Yeah, it definitely tried to separate the Duke for sure.
There's something out to get us. Buddy system, remember. As I
Yeah, I think-
I quickly stride back toward the group.
Shit.
Like Dalton was waiting for you at the crossroads here. Like he's kind of he has it so that he can see, you know, Novell down there, but he also saw you go up that way, so he's just kind of posted up.
Yeah, I don't think it would happen in canon because of the way that you did it, Tim. But there is like the movie brain where I'm just like the both of us sort of look at each other and go buddy system at the same time. I do like.
Which again, it's why they posted it on the. That's why they were trying to do it for the village. Because people got kidnapped from there by
buddy
themselves.
system, buddy system.
I would
Hey,
like to go for.
That's another rule from Dr. Sinister is buddy system.
Yeah.
So I know I joked about giving Dylan props earlier for the joke you made, but I do think you doubling down on the Novell, being like, I don't want to fucking go in this tunnel system.
Mhm. That was.
It was
cool.
very true to you, and again, it's like Novell being like, I know I don't mean to be a problem, but also I don't want to do that. I mean, it was very good, true to how Novell is, And the thing we messaged back and forth was top tier. I was excited
You're
about
I can't wait to reveal that bit of knowledge in 4 months.
it.
I'm like,
Wait.
shit, you just texted me. I was like, oh man, just twist the dagger way.
Everybody, that's the thing is I have secrets with everybody, and I'm so excited for all of them. But also, my favorite thing for me was, I think just the messing with you guys, so, the scream, the whispers, and the making you guys trying to make you guys just nervous enough to interact with things, and I think like, oh fuck, I saw a thing move that way, or I heard a whisper, scream, and all that kind of stuff was very fun for me.
You did a very good job with it.
So I think it's you, sir.
Yeah, my favorite thing for myself was playing up, like, seeing ghosts and being like, I don't want to go any further, and seeing things that I'm not okay with. I hate being a barrier to progression, but I felt like it was a good moment to add to the character.
It does
and
add a lot.
Okay.
It really, because you're not doing it to be a problem. You're doing it. Honestly, it's the truest. Like, this is what my character would do. That's not problematic, because so much often that's what my character do is problematic. And
Honestly,
do it, but, like,
honestly,
you for
not doing that is the problem in a role-playing game.
you're so true to what Novell would do in any given situation, regardless of it being the best decision for the group, and I really love that.
Thanks.
I think-
My favorite... Go ahead.
I think all of our characters do a really solid job in this campaign
absolutely.
of that.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. My favorite thing for somebody else is I loved June doing quick, fast, like cutting between Tacitus and Cordelia. Like, on a dime, being like, "What? No, come on, man!"
For me, it was the I am like that shit was. was
top tier joke. Yeah, top tier joke.
He would give his life for you. I would.
I would.
I would.
yeah, I would. Yeah, that's what it was.
So I think that was just fantastic.
I mean, duh.
And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it is.
I'll put Mitchell away in my room and yours is upstairs.
Like for someone else, yeah, it's not. I hope it doesn't come off as too much of a cop out, but I do love how you were like legitimately stressed out, but through the power of friendship, were able to kind of like rally you, and I thought that was it feels a little cop outish to say this, but sort of double down on what Jason was saying. Also, where it's just sort of like I love how Novell plays to himself, and you were like, "I'm gonna do the thing." You're like, we can probably solve this, and then we did, and it was fun and good. God, I always struggle to do this. I'm very bad at complimenting myself. For Cordelia, I do kind of feel like today, my favorite thing with her was also, yes, just talking to myself. It was a lot of yeah, I do very much enjoy being able to have a sentient pet for my skill set. It's just what I'm good at with voice work and everything. I enjoy very much being able to play in this space with myself, where like I can have a guy who's ancient but also sometimes stupid and meat driven, and it is very just like be Tacitus, who's like my extra guy for lines that Cordelia could not or would not say.
It's pretty fun.
Unfortunately, that means I recurred back onto Dylan, so that means it's in the free zone.
I'll go. Okay, so for myself, honestly, I just was, as always, having a great time being a little shit all session. It never ceases to be fun for me to play this silly character. And for someone else, I actually also gotta give it to Dylan. I fucking
No, you
love
did
that
good.
shit,
You
man.
accepted it.
You fart.
Yeah, you have no
We
choice.
love you, okay? Stop
It's
it.
not an option.
Except friendship.
Access denied.
And then who's up next? Who else wants to go?
So I think we have Tim and John left.
And
And Christian, yes, and Christian.
Grumpy now day.
I gotta give it to Jason for kind of setting an atmosphere, for lack of a better term.
That's a good
No,
term.
you did a great job.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I like that term.
Good job.
There's emptiness and there's nothing. You know.
I did. I tried.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, this place is a dead town, but also there's stuff in it for sure.
We definitely got to feel what it was like to be there at some level.
Yeah. As for myself, slap.
Slap.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, having John just full on slap himself.
Boone is very into communicating through physical
That's
assaults.
This is not a character that translates well into streaming.
I think he does well enough, and I think he's honestly, like, there's a lot of comedy I think that is derived
Yeah.
from Boone. And
Well, and
Fair
part of
enough.
what's fun about D&D is using your imagination. So all we have to do is tell people the story of what happens, and they get to play their own video of it in their mind.
That's it.
And that's why it translates. It's almost like reading a book in a similar way, where it's like by describing things well enough, that's good enough for people to grasp what they need to.
It's
Well,
like Yukio Mishi, Three Stooges.
And as anyone who's watched the movie version before they read the book knows, and vice versa, it's usually way cooler in your head first.
yeah.
Oh yeah, like
100%.
there's nothing like fucking reading a book and having being able to design it yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so who's next? We have Tim and Christian.
Let you take point, Tim.
Yeah.
Hey, son.
I enjoyed. I mean, it's like I always say, I liked being the Duke, but it's kind of what always true too. And it means that does mean something specific. I'm trying to remember some of the specific good lines.
I got where it's like I think Dylan was like Duke and Vajra.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Like Cordelia, will you help him?
That was
It's like,
Oh, no, that's
I
good.
helped by getting someone very strong to assist.
Yes,
Yeah.
I cannot be. I will help.
Yeah,
That's
that,
it.
that was what I had in my head before it poofed away because of my brain sizzling. But
I also
thank you
love
for reminding me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
I also loved him just being like, I guess I'll have to do something. Actually had to pick a.
I
do-
paid, I suppose.
Fucking like vaguely like running away without trying to pretend like he was running away. It's like he almost got snatched but didn't, and it was like, you know what? Let me actually go back to the group. Let me go back to the.
Not just that. I'm going to mansplain why we need the buddy system to everyone. After I'm the one who would have gotten snatched if I didn't roll that 20.
Jake, you wrote real well.
Someone almost snatched my.
I am a rogue after all, though, even though my disposition seems more noble.
It's a perfect rogue.
Exactly. I'm the charisma rogue, the rogue you don't expect. I guess I just liked I liked doing rogue stuff with Dalton, and I also like being the guy who when like when someone's hesitating, I'm the flip side of that. I'm like, get over it. What's wrong with you? And it, so I liked that Novell gave the opportunity for that sort of that back and forth. Or it's like it's cool how we each have our part, like our own piece of like when someone has trepidation. One person, like Vaudry, encourages practically. Cordelia, just is a normal person and actually supports her friends with words. The Duke is like, he puts up a tough front, but, he's always there. He's always behind the scenes. He's always like his whole build is, I use the help action to make other people better at fighting.
Help!
So it's like,
Yeah.
and Boone hits things really good. And that's always just nice to have. Anyway, yeah, whole party. That's what I liked. Everybody, all of you, you're the best.
We did a party.
All right, Christian, what you got?
This episode, I suppose my favorite thing that other people did, I think it was definitely kind of like what we were talking about. It's hard to give it to one person in particular. The chemistry is just really fun, and it's also pretty just consistently good with this party. It's like, I don't know. You know, there's the moments of hesitation like that Novell and Dalton had at the entrance, and everyone had their different ways of kind of coaxing each other along.
We were very, very, very lucky with that.
So what's that?
We're very lucky with that. Our group meshes so well together.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, I think it was mentioned before. It's worth mentioning again. Jason, really good job with just the ambiance of the town, and yeah, that was cool.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like the chapter itself doesn't give a super lot. You know, like there's 3 maps. There's the mayor's map, and then like the mines, and then the town. And the town was like half filled and whatnot. And I was like, but I watched a couple of videos, and I've been really like learning about how it should go. And yeah, like I was really trying to create some kind of ambiance. You know?
Yeah, you conveyed the
off.
desolation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Something creepy was happening, and I wanted you guys to feel it. And I'm glad that came across.
You done did good.
Something creepy is here.
It's like, you know, you see a thing out of your eye, out of the corner of your eye. Oh, you hear a giggle or a whisper, you know. Like, and I'm excited to probably finish the chapter next week.
Nice.
So we definitely have most of the content done.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So we will probably next week.
I'm not sure about that because I have to work a 3 to 11 next week. I'm going to see if I can trade shifts with the coworker who's on earlier. I'll let you guys know.
We can do a one shot of some kind if we need to, or whatever. It is what it is. Real life happens, and we'll see how it goes. Don't do it whatever you need to do, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose the favorite thing that I did would be just I think a favorite thing that I did was simply mentioning back in the house that he wasn't too off put by what he was seeing necessarily, is that he found it more nostalgic than anything. It just kind of gives a glimpse into the upbringing that he had. Kind of.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Absolutely.
Nice character beat.
Cool.
It was very cool. Well, it was fun, everybody.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We did it.
Yeah. Dylan, drive safe.
Mm-hmm.
June, drive safe when you leave. We'll figure out if we're going to finish this next week or we have to take another one shot.
Cool. All right.
I know if we have to take time off, it is what it is.
Well,
yeah.
We're gonna raid out to my friend Marcellus Knight. Apparently, it's his birthday. He's doing a birthday stream
Birthday.
and just playing Scum 1.0, which is one of my the full release of that game just came out. One of my main streamed things. So that's cool. Good game.
Cool.
Anyway, we'll raid out, and as we wind down the stream, we hope you had fun. We hope you were going to laugh, even if it was at our expense. And we hope that if anything's weighing on you, it feels a little bit lighter after hanging out online with friends. Until next time, bye. Bye, everybody.
remember the thing I was talking about
Yeah.
last time?
Oh yeah.
But I'm much more prefer this. But well, whatever your schedule.
I was gonna say if you do run a cult thing, make Rattata an NPC.
Yeah, I can like that.
He's
I
around.
I tried to. I was like, I was reading. I was listening to the prep, and it was like, more because part of my prep is listening to what other DMs did and whatnot on YouTube. I mean, I go over the chapter, but I also like to listen to a lot of like YouTube videos about it. And the dude was like, "Yeah, the sign-in sheet was like a cool opportunity for